Where's the remote? Found it.
Turn off the lights.
All right.
Did you grab the drinks?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, I'm making the popcorn.
It's starting. Come on.
All right. Okay, I'm here. Hit the button. Oh, shoot. No, it all just went wrong. Real quick, it went wrong. Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Gianna.
And welcome to the We Watch It All podcast,
where we watch it all and give you our opinions.
AKA the opinions no one ever asked for.
Yeah, grab that coffee because it's hanging off the coast.
I know. That was the least of the concerns, though.
The butt pillow fell.
Butt pillow fell. Don't snicker at a butt pillow. Okay,
no, because you'll fall into your air conditioner and hurt your tailbone severely and still be living with the repercussions for years on end.
That was 3 years ago. No.
More than 3 years ago. It's been...
Hi.
It has to be more than 3 years because the pandemic's been going on for 3 years now.
Yeah, I think you were in high school.
I was in high school, so...
Maybe like a senior.
Yeah, no, I was probably a senior in high school, so 5. Yeah, don't joke around with your tailbone.
No.
Because even mine is so minor. Listen, there's no confirming that this is actually, like, from this injury, but it's always hurt from that injury. I've never went to a doctor.
Oh, he absolutely was.
But
you landed
we know,
on
my literal tailbone. But we know people in our lives who had serious injuries. The girl used to babysit her dad, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, didn't he have like a really serious thing or something? Am I wrong?
I don't remember that.
Who am I?
I don't know where she's getting her information from.
I know we knew somebody who actually fell on their tailbone and hurt themselves really bad.
I mean, he could have. Maybe that's just not something I'm thinking I'm holding on to. But...
I don't know. I just am more vivid of this man getting into this really tiny car because he was really like 7 foot.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He had a genetic thing that he was born with, where his limbs are longer than his torso or something. It's like a full blown genetic situation.
Oh. All right. So this is our first official new form of the podcast. If you haven't, we've already done our She-Hulk and Beverly Hills already up. And we were going to do a separate Cobra Kai, but we just felt like either we're going to be here for hours.
Yeah.
Or if we shorten it, it's going to be too short, so we put it all in this.
Yeah. And then if we did them like say even like 2 or 3 at a time, like I feel like everybody's already watched it. Nobody is going to sit and watch it in that kind of time frame. So I felt like if we did it that way, it would also be a waste. So
we're gonna.
I felt like we're not into doing the whole breakdown on it. Just like a synopsis.
Yeah.
This really is about like sharing shows in case some people just don't want to take. I know I'm the type of person that doesn't want to take the time to like. Not that I don't want to invest in a show, but I get so much going on. I can't afford to waste time on a horrible show.
Yeah. This is more like, this podcast here is more like reviews. Oh.
No, you're fine.
You were tickling me with your toes.
Sorry. I'm looking at a Google screen, so I'm hoping I didn't just lose everything. Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well,
how did that even
while you
happen?
say that, we're going to do our news first. Wheel of Watching, Cobra Kai, solo watches. Once again, I did not stick to my solo watches. Spoiler. Oh my god.
There's that leg and knee. And the only long nail I have.
If you listen to the Real Housewives, you know she severely cut me twice in my leg.
I cut a deep.
Good?
Yeah.
Did you get everything back open or?
Yeah, it looks like it.
You got Wheel of Watching everything?
Yeah.
All right.
I just restored the page or whatever.
So we're going to start with just basic news first, and then we're going to go into D23 news because Disney went crazy with news. Not in all departments, though. We'll get into that once we get to there. First thing is first. We mentioned this last week a little bit about the Don't Worry Darling drama. I cannot figure out this full drama in full, I guess. But so it premiered at the Venice Film Festival, and so far, as of now, it has a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. 42% rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. I personally never listened to a Rotten Tomatoes score, quite frankly, because I don't know. They say that stuff, and then, for example, you go see like Thor, which had a bad one.
Did it really?
I think so. I think it did. I know Thor, Eternals, all those guys had like great ones, and I quite enjoyed those movies. They're quite high up on like the movies I enjoy.
I'd love to know what their like criteria is for that. Like
who can do that?
It's no. Like what they judge it off of. Like is it like
it's people's reviews. People leave reviews like movie reviewers. Yeah.
Oh, so you could get people that are just jerks and don't like it and
yeah. Because even if you look like then like for example, Miss Marvel got basically rated once it opened up to like fans with like a ton of hate and things like that for her. Like it's called review bombing. They will bomb the reviews so it drops down really low.
That's horrible.
That's why sometimes like those kind of reviews I don't take seriously at all, because it's like people are just gonna sit there and like put things in there that just because. But back to the Don't Worry Darling. Florence Pugh ended up missing their press conference.
She had an interesting outfit on for
the black one.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was like a gown, but not really a gown. It was like see-through, but not really. Yeah. It was like, I just wasn't expecting to see her in that, I think. I don't know, it was just different than what I expected for her, I think. She looked pretty.
Yeah. So she did, show up to the actual movie premiere, which supposedly Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine. I don't know.
I remember telling you that I saw a lot of things about, there's a lot of like meme looking things going on with Chris Pine's, and they were vegan ones that I don't know what they were, but they were him, I'm assuming from that. And I was just
with the headphones on?
I don't know what they were.
If it's with the headphones on, that's from the press conference.
But I'm like, where did he come from out of nowhere, and why is this so big? But now I realize it
has
probably something to do with that,
because...
But think about all the hype this movie's getting just because of this stupid little whatever feud it is. That
well,
makes
here's the
no
thing.
Sense.
It's like a confusing thing because people are like, it's like you want to go to support Florence Pugh, but then you don't want to go because you don't want to support like the director and all the things she's done, and it's like, it's very confusing. And supposedly
Didn't Olivia Wilde also date Pete Davidson? No, maybe
no, she dated Harry Styles.
No, I have her confused with the other one. I can't think of her name now. Forget it.
But supposedly even at the press conference, they didn't let anybody speak but Harry Styles. Like Chris Pine and Gemma Chan were there, and they were not allowed. Like they didn't apparently answer any questions, which is just weird because to me, Chris Pine and Gemma Chan are
maybe they were pissed and they didn't. Maybe they didn't want to speak because.
Well, they put them in the seats too as like the buffers between everybody because those two have like I didn't even know they were in the movie until this press conference because I was like,
no, I saw Chris.
We did
Pines.
see the trailer.
I saw Chris Pines. I don't.
We
know
saw
about
that
the other girl
from Thor Rider. Gemma Chan is Circe in Eternals.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you actually
I
knew
didn't
who she
see
was.
her in the trailer thing, but I might not have just
All right,
missed her.
let's move on from Don't Worry, Darling, because we could be here forever trying to break that down. We need Eric Voss on that case. So Netflix is going to do their own Halloween lineup, kind of like how Freeform is, but this seems better. They're going to do Netflix and Chills, and it's going to have its all own original shows and movies. Like all of its own stuff, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Let me see. It starts on September 9th, so it's already going.
Are you doing all your news, or are we going back and forth?
Oh.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to...
I'll do this one, and then you can go back and forth.
Okay.
And it's going to go till October or something. And then they're going to also have some things in, like, November and December, it looks like. But on their little, like, thing they put out, they have it, like, for film, series, and then family stuff. I don't know how much we'll check out. I have it right here if you want to look at it. I saw someone talk...
I'm looking for my pen. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll probably maybe check a few of those out. Same thing with the... this, to me, is significantly better than the Freeform one, because Freeform was repeating a lot of movies.
Well, Freeform is good if you have Halloween movies that... Come on.
Are you good?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to... Freaking pillow. Hold on, just make sure my laptop doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find my pen. Okay. I got it.
All right.
Thank you. Their thing is good if you have classics that you wanna catch up with, because they'll you'll see them there for sure.
All right, so you can go if you want. I only have two more little things from regular news.
All right. Well, obviously.
What is going on? Why? She looks mind-boggled at the computer right now.
Yeah, I totally am. I don't know what that was. I was trying to bring something up.
Pop.
There we go. Pop. You always know when Jill's looking something up. So, of course, this past week, on the 8th, Queen Elizabeth II died.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah. She was 96, I believe, and she served for 81 years. Give it up to, giving up your life, man. Holy. I mean...
Wait, no. It's a bad phrase, giving up your life.
No, yeah, she basically
I
gave
know,
her...
but I'm saying
because... I mean, 81 years, that's you were... I thought they said... listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm getting my news from Harry Styles.
What?
Yeah, this
Harry
81
Styles.
years. He said it at... She was born 1926.
Why are you getting your news from
Because he said something about...
Are you like
years
following
of service. No, it was something he came on.
Oh.
He came. It was his concert, and he paused that day and said something about it, why won't it let me write with my finger?
It is just a mess over here to my right.
Yeah. How many years did the Queen Elizabeth reign? Let's see. Oh, see, it gave me the information.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, look what happens when I let that go.
What is going on over there?
It gave me a whole bunch of other stuff that was not right. Queen
You know
Elizabeth.
what? Thank God we're not doing Housewives and She-Hulk in this anymore, because now we got time for this chaotic mess.
It says, wait, this. I just want to show you this. How many years did Queen Elizabeth serve? And these are the popular answers that came up. In World War II, in the military, as president, in the army. Hello, why would she do any of those things?
She was at the front of all wars.
70 years, I'm sorry.
70.
Harry Styles gave me wrong information. I could swear I heard 81, but I could have been listening to that when I was sleeping.
He was a little dry mouth.
But 70 years. So that means...
Wait, I'm sorry. You could have been listening to that while you were sleeping.
Because, I was falling asleep. You know how I do.
They all know how you do now.
She was... It said that she died on Thursday, and she had 70 years on the throne. I mean, 70 years on the throne. That's insane. Because if she was 96, which is what I thought they said she was.
Yeah, 96, I'm pretty sure.
That means she was 30? 26 years old?
I don't know.
26 years old. You're just starting your life. That would mean someone telling you in a couple of years, guess what? This is what you're going to do with the rest of your life, no matter what you do. And you have to live by these codes because there's certain things that I think there's certain foods they can't eat, certain words they can't say. Yes, it's very, very there's very, very strict.
Wow.
So, I mean, could you imagine that? But now what's going to happen is, of course, we all know Prince Charles is now king. And
I already have sausage fingers.
I don't know nothing about that. And Kate will now be the Princess of Wales.
Oh, wait. The Prince Charles, there's the King Charles III now. That's the new guy. The old guy. That's who I'm saying as sausage.
He's gone already. What are you talking about?
I don't know what the hell I'm talking
about. She was.
I don't know what
it
I'm
was
talking
just
about.
her.
Don't ask.
So once she died, now Prince Charles, the one that was with Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him.
The father of the two young ones.
Yeah, him. That's the guy I think said.
He's now king.
Yeah, him.
He could. He's now king with Camilla Parker Bowles. I don't know what she is. She's some title, but now Prince William is officially the prince, and Kate Middleton is now the Princess of Wales, which was held by Princess Diana. So now she's they are official titles.
Yeah.
That's their official. And I don't know if Harry and Meghan get something, but
they don't get anything. I think they were removed from the family.
No, but I think it's
they're the Duchess and
yeah, but I think
something.
but their kids now are official royalty. They are official. Will be official.
Oh my god! Wait, so you have to basically kill people off to become royalty?
I think it's the way it works. Yeah. So
my god.
I think they're in line for succession for the crown or something. Yeah, it's really crazy.
This has nothing to do with TV. Now we've just got on a now we've given a little history class.
Listen.
Well, because the crown.
No, well, not because of the crown, but because my love of Love Island, UK. I mean, I do love the UK and all their little words that they use,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I got for that. I just felt she had to be acknowledged. I always give a death call for somebody.
Yeah, that is horrible.
I realized that, and I'm thinking, oh geez, please somebody else.
Something just cracked my neck.
Nobody's here.
It was the queen. She threw her crown at my neck. She said, "Stop talking bad." Okay. Do you have more news, or was that just it?
No, I have other news, but your turn.
So I don't know if you have this, but Selena Gomez has officially confirmed her documentary, Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me, on Apple TV.
Oh, no, we don't have Apple TV.
We're going to be begging down on our family store. Let us in. We need to watch. We'll pay you.
What is it? It's a documentary
Yes,
about
her life.
Of her life.
I don't know how much. It's not much detail still. She just officially confirmed it.
Why Apple TV when you're on Hulu? Come on. Make a relationship with them.
Why not Disney Plus? Billie Eilish has one on Disney Plus.
I can't see her doing Disney Plus. I think she's
because it's going to be rated R for cursing.
But I think she's trying to stay away from them, to be honest with you.
True. Well, you know what? She might talk bad about Disney, so maybe that's why Disney and Hulu didn't want it. Maybe because we've been talking about this.
Oh wait, no, that's right. Hulu is with Disney, so
That's why we've been wanting. We've talked about this privately that we want like Nickelodeon and Disney stars to like come together or separately
well,
and
they
talk
are
bad
little
about
by little.
Little by little.
Daniel Monet.
I told you about that. Yeah, she said
Victorious
the
came
scene.
out and said a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I want them to do a show. I know Demi Lovato has said about the
They
whole
may.
show.
It
I
could
want
come-
that.
it could come.
But with the Selena Gomez thing, according to TV Time, the app we use, people are saying they said it's going to be 3 hours long. I don't trust TV Time for that kind of stuff.
long.
No, because here's my thing. TV Time always does this kind of stuff. Like, for example, if you go on now, all the She-Hulk episodes are named, but they're not named right.
Really? I didn't notice that. I
In
just go in
advance.
and click it. It
Or
says
like, for
episode 4.
example, like we watch a lot of Alex Gordon Shelley shows. A lot of her shows are not labeled right.
Huh.
Or like they're missing episodes. So I wouldn't trust TV Time to a fullest to say it's 3 hours. I'd say 2 hours at most. That's a lot to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. And then I have one more regular news thing.
Well, I think
For-
this is going to tie into like kind of what you're doing, but I feel like we're going to do something on this. Yeah, we have a little plot to maybe do like a fall preview type thing.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a couple of new shows coming out that look interesting. The Lord of the Rings on Prime.
That's already out, I think.
Yeah, but they're saying that it's not as powerful as the movies, or it doesn't have the punch that the movies had, or something
They
like
have,
that.
speaking of that, they have really nice promotions on the Fire. We have Fire TV. That's what we use. We don't have like Roku in it or Apple TV, obviously. Have you seen they have like the banners all across?
Yeah.
It's like really
No, it is
like
nice.
whoever did that took really good time with that.
Yeah, Tell Me Lies on Hulu. That also looked interesting. And Last Light and Vampire Academy on Peacock looked interesting.
Vampire Academy is a Julie Plec show. She couldn't get away from those vampires. Vampire Diaries. That's who does it. I heard. Oh my god! I thought people. It's people in the parking lot.
Oh,
I thought people next door were yelling at us.
I know. You never know. We have neighbors that moved out, and we don't know who's going to move in, and this could just be precarious. But
No, it's people yelling in the parking lot
I
across the
hope
street.
so. All right. But Last Night, I like the guy that's in that, Matt Fox. He
I
is.
feel like I've heard that name before, but I can't.
he was in a bunch of shows,
picture
but mostly I think he was from
Matt Fox?
Party of Five back in the day.
The old party.
Yeah, but he was in something else too. What was a newer show he would have been in?
Let me see his face. Oh, Lost.
Lost. That's where it was. I knew it was a newer show. Yeah, he was a main character in Lost. And the one that I'm curious, I really want to see because it's from the creators of Modern Family is Reboot.
Oh, I have that on my list to watch.
I know. I'm hoping that's gonna.
I watched the trailer for that. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's gonna be like interesting. But
There's a lot of good people on that cast too.
yeah, we're thinking of doing like maybe like a podcast like where we watch all the new shows, just the first episode.
Yeah.
And see like, does the first episode pull you in? So like it's like a one and done, or should I continue the run or something type like thing, just to see what. But we'll see. That's a flushing out type of thing. We're gonna figure that one out.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
All right, my last news before D23 news for myself. Prime Video canceled The Paper Girls. Now I gotta go get the comic book to figure out what happens in the end.
Oh no, that crazy ass show.
Yeah. So, come on, Prime Video. We just renewed our Amazon account, and you canceled the Wilds on me. You canceled this show, and you better not cancel League of Their Own, because then we'll cancel the Prime subscription.
I don't really watch anything on Prime that I can think
Making
of.
the cut.
That's it. No, that's it though.
I know, but the
And now
shows
it's
that
over.
they
It was
do.
like 10, like 8 and done. I thought it was at least 10. There's
Yeah, well,
8.
here's the thing. At least yours came out weekly. Paper Girls, The Wilds, and League of Their Own all came out in one. I might have to sneeze. Hold on.
Oh boy. You can't see her, but she's rubbing up her arm like that's gonna help make the sneeze come a little bit faster.
No, it didn't. You know what?
I didn't. I know.
I can tell you. I've heard. I think Ashley Benson said this. Pretty Little Liars. She said that if you think of watermelons, you don't sneeze. And ever since I heard that, I don't sneeze if I accidentally think of it.
It's just distracting you. That's all it is.
Well, I don't know, but I really got to get the sneeze out. Quite frankly.
Is that all you have until the D3?
Yeah, I've been so preoccupied with like D23 that I haven't.
Oh, D3, no.
D20.
I'm sorry, D3 is something that's at my job.
No, D23. Yeah, I've been just. It's so much. We're watching Cobra Kai, and I'm like taking notes on the D23.
All right, well then
panels.
should I just finish mine because I have like
Oh
4
yeah,
little pieces.
just finish yours
I
before
have
you
just
go into
like
that.
little silly stuff, nothing crazy.
A little silly, goofy.
Yeah,
I may sneeze in the middle of it.
You may have this actually in your thing, but I don't know. James Gunn announced that the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is going to be at least 40 minutes long. I
don't
can't.
have that.
I can't wait. I love holiday specials that like are from these type of things that should
There's
not be.
already Funko Pops out for it. One of the Hot Topics got it. It's too far away though. They got a mantis one. It's so cute. Her I guess you call them antennas or like candy canes and things like that. It's very cute.
Yeah, I love those kind of specials. So I'm glad to hear it's going to be at least decently like in length. But and then my other thing was for She-Hulk. I don't know if anybody else caught it. I caught it, and then she confirmed it. Ginger. Oh no, you're gonna probably correct me. Gonzaga.
I don't know.
Nikki from.
Oh,
She-Hulk.
I don't know the actress's
Her
actual
name is Ginger, which I don't know anybody that's named Ginger anymore in this world except Gilligan's Island. But hey, go for it, girl. The actress that plays Nikki confirmed that the offhanded comment that was just dropped real quickly in episode 4, where she talks about hetero life is like hell or something. She confirmed that they're bringing Nikki in as possibly like bi maybe.
Oh, I did not see this news. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm on there. She had a comment about that, and then.
Well, I heard something, but I don't think I heard that. She said something. Oh God, I don't remember now. But not that. I can't.
But she actually commented on her like.
Oh well, they were all doing interviews, like a lot of them recently.
So she made a little comment about that. She didn't know if people would catch it or not, and also.
This is Marvel.
I know. Yeah, that's some.
Come on, girl.
And then randomly, doesn't have anything to do. It's not a superhero movie or anything like that. But I really would like to see The Woman King with Viola Davis, which we can tie her right back into Suicide Squad and.
She's just Viola Davis. You don't need to tie her into anything.
But I was that's out on Thursday, and it looks like a real badass female movie. Like
we have Cinepasses. We have free movie passes.
It looks really good because I watched a clip of her talking about like training for the film and stuff like that, and it just looked really like intense. But it just looks like a really good like female feel good movie. And then I just have 2 other things, but they're kind of connected.
Somebody else is in there too. Oh, John Boyega, he's from Star Wars. He was Poe. He's in that too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I just said the thing. And Maria Rambeau's in it as well.
Yes.
With Lana Lynch. Yes, she's in it too.
Yeah,
so it's a good cast.
I didn't recognize her at first.
Oh my god! It's also the guy who plays Harry Styles in those fan fiction movies is in that too. Hero guy. I heard he's not a good actor, but sorry.
Anyway, my last little piece before she rattles off her D23.
Well, you're gonna hop in with something.
It's a lot. Is housewife related. So Lisa Rinna said that she was being threatened before the reunion to keep her mouth shut. Yeah, it didn't say who made the threats, but she posted a text from Kathy Hilton, and the reality star had. She said that she posted that text, which made you think that that's obviously who threatened her. But she said there's trouble in housewife paradise over the past couple of weeks, and she wiped her social media clean from the Bravo show and unfollowed most of the cast members.
Rinna did?
Yeah. I think they said it was at least Garcelle, Sutton.
Also Kathy.
I don't. Well, who knows if she was even following her, but also Diana Jenkins, like we were saying, she's not at the reunion. She's there virtually. COVID.
Oh, that's why.
You okay there, boy?
Oh.
He's struggling to break free.
Oh, hello, Cooper. Oh, hello. Oh, God. He's out. Okay. He likes to go under some blankets like he's a real child.
But then he gets trapped. Koopy, you want to come over here?
We'll try to, not like speed run this, but speed run it, stuff, and then we'll just talk a little bit about the stuff that we think we're going to watch. All right, first, Disenchanted, which stars Amy Adams.
Gonna watch it.
Patrick Dempsey, James Marsden, Maya Rudolph, and how the hell do you say her name? And how do you say the Frozen lady's name?
Oh,
I'm blanking it.
Idina Menzel.
Idina Menzel. I don't know why I was really blanking on her name. So this will follow Giselle as she struggles with being a mother of 2. The trailer's out now, and this is going to go on Disney Plus.
Such a good trailer.
Well, definitely. I remember watching the first one a while ago. It was such an
understated movie that you were just like, oh, all right. It was like a Disney movie. Like, okay, let's watch it. It's cute, but it was really cute. Yeah. And the sequel, like, sequels. You never know what you're going to get in a sequel, but this one looks really good.
I'll watch it for Maya Rudolph strictly. I like Maya Rudolph. I think she's so funny. Good.
Ooh, crack it.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
crack
Okay,
it.
they also released a poster for their new movie, which is going to be on Disney Plus, Peter Pan and Wendy, which is going to be 2023. I don't know much besides that. Maybe we'll check it out. I was a big Tinkerbell girl.
Oh, well, I loved Wendy and Peter Pan.
And then Haunted Mansion, which will star Owen Wilson, Rosario Dawson, Jamie Lee Curtis, oh God, come on now. Oh, sorry, I should tell you where it is. Lakeith.
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes I read things and it doesn't look right. We're not going to get into the 30 minutes that I probably sat here trying to pronounce a word before we even got on the podcast. Okay, and also supposedly, those were like the announced, but in the footage that they showed exclusive to the panel, people also said they saw Winona Ryder, Dan Levy, Jared Leto, Danny DeVito, and Hassan Minaj, and that's going to come out March 10th.
Now that you can say. Hassan Minaj, but you can say Lakeith. That one rolled right off your tongue like it was
really
like a good friend. Hey, Hassan Minaj, what's up?
Well,
How about your friend?
Minaj I didn't question because Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry. All right, March 10th, 2023. Then Barrett Jenkins is going to do a live-action prequel for The Lion King, Mufasa the Lion King. That's going to be in theaters 2024.
Live action, not cartoon?
No, like again with the other one.
See, like that Lion King was a cartoon. It should be a cartoon.
Well, I heard the other one's really good, and they used very advanced technology. John Favreau from Marvel.
I'm not saying it's not, but it's
Star
like when I
Wars.
think of Lion King, I think of
Cartoons.
yeah. And
I'm looking at my phone. I'm seeing things still being announced on my phone right
and
now.
what's Crystal Makeoff's husband gonna do? They're taking his.
He's making other anime movies. He's fine. They also showed some new footage for the new Snow White movie, which is going to have Rachel Ziegler. She's going to play, obviously, Snow White. And then Gal Gadot is going to play...
Gal Gadot? Who's Gal Gadot?
Wonder Woman!
You used to call her Gal Gadot.
I don't know which one it is. I've heard people say Gal Gadot, Gal Gadot. I don't know. Oh. People move in here.
Should I go?
Go. Pause it. Okay. Update. There was nothing. But you know what?
No, it's not that there was nothing. It's that I was
You
too
moved too
slow.
slow.
I missed it.
Okay. So the Snow White movie, 2023. Then, the Ariel movie starring Haley Bailey. Is it Haley Bailey? Is her name rhymes like that? That's kind of cute. Haley Bailey. Is her name really Haley Bailey? Like that?
Let me see the word.
Haley Bailey. Is her name Haley Bailey? Like
Yeah.
that? That's kind of cute, Haley Bailey.
No.
No.
That's a poor thing for a person to have to deal with. Haley Bailey.
Okay, well, she's going to play Ariel, and they're going to have 4 new songs by Alan Menken and Lin-Manuel Miranda. And the first trailer's out now. This is going to be out May 2023. And I can assume that these 4 new songs are probably good because Lin-Manuel Miranda, sorry, his name's like a tongue twister a little bit for me.
Who?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. He was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine in one episode. He played Amy Santiago's brother. He does all the songs. He did the Moana songs and all those, like, you know, those, like, the...
Sang him or wrote him?
Wrote them. Yeah. I think he did sing one song or something. But he does, like, he writes all those, the new Disney movie songs that are always so catchy. So I wouldn't be surprised if these 4 new songs are catchy as well. Which we made a little post, what was our most excited from the Pixar announcement, and you said Little Mermaid.
Yeah, and I'm not a Little Mermaid fan.
I did dress up as the Little Mermaid. And you dressed up as Ursula.
I made the costumes.
Yeah. I'm not a princess fan, just for the other.
So that's why we went with that. There was no real crown involved or anything.
But, I mean, I like the newer princess.
She could never be queen for 70 years. Go ahead. Because you'd have to wear a crown.
Oh, I thought you were referencing Disney princess thing, and then I realized, no, you're talking about back to the queen. All right.
Back to the queen.
And then Pixar is also going to be making a movie called Elemental, which is going to follow a love story between a fire girl and a water man, and it's going to be voiced by Leah Lewis, and this one's I'm not going to be able just to roll off the tongue.
Yeah, you want to point to it again?
Oh, sorry.
Mahmouda Athia.
I apologize as always.
Mahmoudou Athi.
They're gonna voice the characters. I know Leah Lewis. I saw her in the half of it. She's on that new show Nancy Drew. This is gonna come out in June 2023. Pixar is also gonna do their first full-length show, Win or Lose, which is going to be on Disney Plus. This one actually sounds interesting. So it's going to follow a softball team, and each episode is going to have a different animation style because it's going to be from a different character's point of view of like the same week. And that's going to be in fall 2023. And then another Pixar movie called ELO, which is going to follow an 11-year boy who can't fit in, but he ends up meeting aliens and he becomes the ambassador for Earth. I don't know if they said who ELO is cast by, but I do know they said that America Ferrera is going to play ELO's mom. So that's a win in my book.
Wow, she's old enough to be someone's mom.
She was a mom on Superstore.
Yeah, but not like that.
Well, she was a teen mom and then she had.
That's what I'm saying. It's
but,
not like, you know. Not
well,
she's
not. It's not
mom.
a visual. It's animation.
I know.
And then that's going to be spring 2024. This is all animation. Inside Out 2 is also.
Let me ask you something. Is it D23 because it's for 2023?
No, it's always D23. I don't know what the D23 stands for, if I'm being honest.
Huh.
Google it.
Let me get on that.
All right, I'll continue. So Inside Out 2 is going to follow Riley's emotions as a teenager now, and this will be in the summer 2024, which I don't know. I heard some rumors that Mindy Kaling's not coming back, and somebody else isn't coming back as well. But I'm pretty sure Amy Poehler's still there, because I think she announced it. Oh, locking the doors out there. November 9th, Disney Plus is going to release Zootopia Plus, which is going to be 6 episodes, and it's going to follow a different character in Zootopia.
Totally makes sense.
His birthday?
No, D stands for Disney, and 23 stands for 1923, the year Walt Disney arrived in California and founded what was ultimately to become the Walt Disney Company.
There you go. And then there's also going to be next year another series called Iwaju, which is going to be a coming-age story between two best friends, Tola and Cole. And this is I think their first studio collab. They're gonna collab with the studio called I looked this up how to say it before we started and I can't remember. The
Kugali?
Kugali. There you go. Then Walt Disney Animation's also gonna be doing a movie, I think, Strange Worlds, which is gonna star Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Jabuki Young-White, Gabrielle Union, and Lucy Liu.
Really?
Coming in November. Coming in November. I don't know what year. I didn't write that down. Sorry. No, some of them I look at and I just kind of shoot for it, but some of them in my head I can't just try to shoot them out of my head. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She raised her eyebrows and looked at me like she didn't know what I was saying. All right. Walt Disney Animation's also going to release a movie called Wish in 2023 to celebrate the 100th year anniversary of the studio. And it will follow a character named Aisha, and as she sees darkness in the kingdom of wishes, and she decides to wish on a star, and then that star comes to life. And supposedly the star that she wishes on is the star that all Disney characters wish on, which
When you wish upon a star.
No, that's the song. But what I can't remember seeing a Disney character wish on a star.
I think they do, like, to a certain degree. They all look up and give it a wish.
Okay, so now this is that was the Pixar panel. This is the Marvel, Star Wars, and like other show panel, I guess you could say. Andor season 2 is already in production, and they released another trailer for season 1. And then the show Willow is going to release on November 30th, and a new trailer and poster dropped for that as well. I don't really know what Willow is. But everybody, I don't know. Everybody at these conventions, when they announce them, they're always like, oh my god, Willow. I don't know what Willow is. Am I missing out on something? I could be, I don't know. Bad Batch season 2, which I thought it was coming out this month. I don't know why, but nope, it's coming out January 4th. It's going to do a 2-episode premiere, and it's going to have 16 episodes. And then Tales of a Jedi, which is coming out on October 6th, is short. It's like a short episode. I don't think it's probably going to be as short as like I'm Groot, but that's going to be 6 episodes. 3 will follow Ahsoka and 3 will follow Dooku. There's also a trailer out for that now. The show Skeleton Crew, which is going to follow a group of lost kids in the New Republic era, has also finished filming. Mandalorian season 3 is going to release in 2023, and it's going to follow Mando's journey post removing his helmet, and the first teaser trailer is out now. I know I didn't say this for the other shows, but this one we are 100% confirmed to cover because It's The Mandalorian. If you're not talking about The Mandalorian, what are you doing? I am very excited for this one. We'll cover the other shows as well, but, just saying. Maybe like Tales of the Jedi, just because it seems like they're going to be shorts, we'll probably put into this. Maybe not make its own. We'll see, though. They also showed exclusive footage of Indiana Jones 5, which I will probably watch, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, how are you not going to watch the last of the Indiana Jones?
I'm just saying, yes, but, we'll see. I don't know when it's coming out. And then this is now Marvel stuff. Ryan Coogler says he's still in the editing process of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which is coming out in November.
I guess you can go up to the moment.
And they also showed more exclusive footage at the panel. He's also going to do, he's also executive producer on the show Ironheart, which they also got to see exclusive footage of, and Anthony Ramos has officially been confirmed to play the Hood in Ironheart. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp will supposedly directly link to the Avengers Kang Dynasty, which I don't think that movie's supposed to come out for a really long time. So, I'm just curious by, ow.
Oh, look who's moving her legs all about now. Huh?
All right, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to link, because I think they're very far. I think Kang Dynasty's in phase 6 or something, and Ant-Man's closing phase 4, so we'll see. And then Randall Park also got confirmed to return as Jimmy Woo. Hold on, I need a tissue.
And his card tricks. That's Jimmy Woo, right?
Yes, from WandaVision.
Yeah.
Marvel also has officially announced Werewolf by Night, and it's going to be directed by Michael Giacchino, who does a lot of composing for the MCU titles. The trailer's out now. I watched it. You watched it without your glasses on, going to sleep.
Thank God, it looks scary.
It does look scary. I don't know if we're gonna. Maybe I'll give it a shot, but I'm not a scary person.
No.
And I don't listen. I know I shouldn't say this, but if it's not gonna tie into the MCU and it's scary,
there's no reason.
I may just ignore it. I'm sorry. But if I hear it's good or something, maybe then. But I don't know. They also released the first trailer for Secret Invasions. And
that looked good.
This show's coming out in 2023 with no release date yet, but I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, but that looked like it had a lot of footage done.
No, yeah, it's coming out this year 2023, probably spring, early spring, end of winter, maybe. I could see. Armor Wars is finally going to start filming. This show was announced so long ago, and they apparently did nothing. But it's going to take place right after Secret Invasions. They showed a sneak peek as well for Loki Season 2. And Kevin Feige said there's no news on Fantastic Four except for that Matt Shakman is directing. So I don't know who started that rumor.
What'd they show for Loki?
I don't know.
Oh. So you said there was a trailer.
No, not that we can see, but for the attendees, they showed a lot of exclusive footage. Someone's also started a rumor that there was going to be a ton of other Henry Cavill, Jodie Comer, John Boyega, all these people that were going to be there. Mm-hmm. None of them showed up, by the way. That's one, and people were saying that was for Fantastic Four. That's so rude. Don't make those lies up again, okay? Because instead, Jodie Comer was at home removing all her Killing Eve posts off her Instagram. Ugh. Echo has officially wrapped filming, and they showed footage of Kingpin, and he does return with bandages over his eyes. Mm-hmm. And
interesting.
Then from the transition to there, they had Kingpin stay on stage and be like, "Are you going to talk about my show?" Charlie Cox came out and said, "Don't you mean my show?" And they said that Daredevil Born Again is going to start filming in 2023. And then Captain America New World Order, its main villain is going to be Tim Blake Nelson's going to play the leader. He's apparently from the Incredible Hulk movie. Like we said, we still have not seen that movie.
Yeah. It's on HBO. It's older. We should probably
yeah, maybe before. Isaiah Bradley's going to make a return. And Danny Ramirez is also going to come back, and he's going to play the new Falcon. And then this is probably, for me, the most exciting one. The Thunderbolts has been officially cast, and it's going to have Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Red Guardian, Ghost, John Walker, Taskmaster, Yelena Belova, and Bucky. And it's going to start filming next season. Yeah.
She's my favorite.
And for the Marvels, they also showed them an exclusive trailer. And supposedly that the main plot's gonna be like every time one of them uses their powers, they switch place. So kind of like a Freaky Friday, but with 3 people.
What is this one?
The Marvels with Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica.
Is that what it's gonna be about?
Supposedly,
I saw. I wasn't with my glasses again, but I was listening to that one, and I heard them say that something about costumes and who was coming in and who was coming out.
Switching, yeah, I don't know.
And
Sounds
Monica
interesting.
Rambeau and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, wait, what?
It sounds interesting. I also heard people say it's gonna be like a musical.
Oh God, please don't do it.
No musical, please. I'm not a musical girly.
Not for these things. Like, it was funny in the Guardians of the Galaxy,
know.
like that, because
Yeah.
you expect that out of them, because they're already like, it's a
Or, well,
talking
like,
tree and a raccoon.
I don't know
and
how much it's gonna be like a musical. Like, I just heard that there might be like a musical planet that they're gonna have like one little thing and they have to like sing or something. I don't know.
That's fine. One little musical.
One musical, but not the whole thing. Goose the cat is also officially gonna return for the Marvels because somebody said they saw the cat in the trailer footage. Now, this is just like Disney Plus shows. We'll go quickly through this. High School Musical, the musical, the series has been renewed again for season 4. It got renewed before I think this current season even aired, so I don't know why I got another season 4 renewal again. But the plot's going to be that when they return to school, they find out that the school is now being used to film High School Musical 4, The Reunion, and they're going to be playing extras in that movie.
Huh.
Exciting. I'm going to say it. I said the only person I really want to see on the show is
I could see her
Sharpay.
coming back then. If they gave her enough notice and stuff and she was able to book it into her
Well-
schedule, which this she might be able to, because you know, it is...
Yeah. But here's my thing. So before this, a month
She's
ago,
the only one that I could honestly see. Her
Well-
and Ryan, perhaps.
he's already come back to the show. So
No, I know,
I can
but
see him coming back again.
But, I mean, I can't see Zac Efron.
Well,
because
this is what I was going to say. Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens were posed outside the school, like the school that they
Oh,
used for
yeah,
the
yeah,
exterior shot, which makes me feel like maybe they like knew or like they had already signed a contract for it.
And Martha Girl did it, too. But
She
you
lives
said
in Salt Lake.
You said she came back, too.
Yeah, but she lives there. I could also see, what's her name?
Kelsey.
The other one.
Oh, okay. What other one?
Oh, God, the one that dated Chad.
Oh, yeah, Monica.
That wasn't Monica. Monique.
Monique. See, I was close.
I think it was Monique.
Yeah, it's Monique.
I could see her coming back as well.
Yeah.
Because her and Chad
It's
did something in real life.
sad, but you gotta kind of think of who's not doing
Working.
anything.
I mean,
they're
let's be
working
honest,
right-
most
it's
of
just
them
like
are not really.
working right now. Like, you know, like I don't know if Vanessa Hudgens has. She may be willing to do it. It depends how pissed she's been at the franchise and at Disney.
How much are they going to pay them?
I truly believe that. Like, I think it depends on who's pissed at Disney.
Yeah. Well, I can only hope. Sharpay. If it's like, who can they afford? Pay for Sharpay. But I feel like because they
Is
announced
Kenny Ortega involved in this High School Musical at all?
in this current one, I don't think so.
If he was, I would have said they would have came back for him.
But maybe
If he asked.
But maybe if they bring him into this directing the 4th
Yeah.
movie, I could see him making an appearance. Okay. But we might have to get you now watching this because if the original cast comes back, we may have to. And then they also gave a first look at American-born Chinese, which is going to star Michelle Yeoh and Stephanie.
She's turning the computer. Hold on, folks. The S is not there, so it's who, I think. It's
Okay.
like who.
This is, I believe, their 3rd movie together. These two, they were in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That movie that I said I really want to see.
Yeah.
And another movie which I don't know. So clearly, people have just picked up that these two work very well together. Put them in another thing. I'm not surprised. Disney's good on that stuff.
I'm gonna watch The House of Ho. It's
on HBO.
Oh my god, it looks so good. I can't see. It said it's a. What did it say? It was a docuseries, a soap. I don't know if that's really like a family or if it's.
It's like a mockumentary.
I don't
almost?
think so. It didn't say mockumentary. It said but I don't know if it's like
Interesting.
whatchamacallit, like what am I trying to say? Come on, it's like speculate or
Stop. That's what I couldn't get out. Like a parody?
like no, I don't know if it's like
Judged up for the camera.
yeah, like I don't know if it's like real or
All right. So I only have like 4 more things. I think. They also released the first teaser trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I'll probably check that show out. I've actually have the Percy Jackson books on my reading list, but I have to wait for them to come available on the library, I think. They also released the trailer for the second season of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, which is going to come out in February 2023. I should probably watch that because I did really like that. The Proud Family was a good show. Mm-hmm. What are you mind boggled by over there? Good?
Yeah, someone sent me something from work that was weird.
Oh, okay. They also released the first teaser and poster for the Santa Clauses, which is going to be released on November 16th.
Be watching that?
Oh, she kicked me in the back.
I didn't even kick you. I barely touched you. But I know
it's
that's
gonna
enough
have
to send you...
2-episode premiere. We watched this.
Wait, it's going to be what? In 2 episodes?
No, 2-episode premiere. Like, 2 episodes are going to come out on November 16th, and then it's going to go, like, weekly.
Wait, Santa Claus?
The Santa Clauses. It's not a movie, it's a show.
Oh, that's
we're covering this.
So much better.
Yes, we obviously have to cover this.
I wonder why they didn't make it into a movie. Did they think
too much, maybe?
Did they think it wasn't going to take... I think it would have took off, but I think they're just figuring it's... Keep it in house. I don't know. I'm happy.
No, like I mean, they could have done a Disney Plus movie, but whatever.
Anytime I have to go to the movies,
you just make use of that Disney Plus subscription.
Could I just watch it at home, please?
And then Descendants 4 is in the works. I don't know. They just keep pumping out these Descendants.
I do want to see the Descendants.
They do have quite a good cast.
Well, I think it's just an interesting
concept.
I think it's one of those Disney ones. Oh, here it is. It's a multi-generation docu-soap, which follows the Hoes, a Houston-based Vietnamese-American family whose multi-million-dollar empire epitomizes the American dream. But, like, I don't know.
I think it means, like, it's like a documentary, but it's also, like, a drama, in a sense.
I don't know.
I guess that's what you could call...
But I'm going to watch it and figure it out.
All right. Well, you let us know. And then my last piece of news, they're going to do National Treasure Edge of History, which is going to come out on December 14th. It's going to be a show. I don't know if I watched it. I think I watched one of the National Treasures in school one time. All right, now after 47 minutes,
well, I just want to mention for the folks that don't know, because I don't know these things. D3 is like an actual thing that you can become a member of.
Oh yeah, you can pay for this. Yeah,
but you know what? Like, this is just Disney taking your money, my friends, because all they offer is, unless you get the gold membership,
you don't really get anything.
Well, you don't really get anything, in my opinion, with the gold membership, because the gold membership is $99, and you get an annual gold D3 gold member collector set, which is like, it looks like a map, a pin, a card, and like a passport to the parks. I mean, it looks like really pathetic, I've got to be honest. And then it gives you exclusive well, anybody can get this part. That is a gold membership exclusive. But then there's exclusive discounts offers, like where it gives you access to limited like merch and year-round discounts. But then if you have the gold membership, you can also get the special events, like attend like fan-centric in-person and virtual events throughout the year. Yeah. Gold membership also gets you these magazines, get 4 issues of Disney 23 with all access interviews and stories. I don't know, maybe they have like stuff that nobody else would know about. I don't know.
Yeah, but people will just leak that stuff.
I know. And then you if you have the gold membership, you can get exclusive offers at the Ultimate Disney Fan Experience, the D3 Expo. But I mean, it says like there's fanfare weekly newsletters for regular people. You can enter sweepstakes. I just think for like $99,
not worth it.
No, like I just.
Well, let me say, Bob Chapek, who
you
runs
can join
the
it.
Disney.
You can be a free member and get fanfare newsletter, access to general events, and into the sweepstake. But I'm just like, okay,
that's enough. But Bob Chapek came out on the stage and he's like, "We have these exclusive pins for everybody who's in the room." And the room, oh my god!
I don't know. I guess people are collecting it or something. The
they
pin
lost
looks
their
like
mind.
Looks like an airplane pin. Not an airplane pin, but my dad used to get wings for Eastern Airlines, and that's what it looked like to me, like when the pilot gives you wings.
I don't know. He described some kind of special pin.
Sorry.
That and these people lost their mind. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not because I'm not into pins. Oh, I was gonna say let's go into Cobra Kai, but we have the wheel of watching. We're so sorry, but it was quite a bit of news. We had to talk about this D23 stuff, and really, I didn't watch this much this week, so it's fine.
And we're already at.
I know. We're so sorry, but it's a lot of news.
I keep touching her with my feet. She's gonna freak eventually.
All right, wheel of watching. I'm back on the wheel of watching this week, folks, because I fixed the battery in the computer.
And she did. Wheel of watching.
I didn't do it like that.
Well, she did something like the version of it. I told you. I said it's catchy.
All right. Here's what we got. A show that has one too many cast members. Your favorite non-MCU Marvel shows, so that's like Cloak and Dagger, Runaways. I guess you could still throw in the Netflix shows from Marvel. I wish I could watch it again for the first time, a TV show. Favorite Marvel movie, a movie that needs a TV show spin-off. Favorite Star Wars trilogy. Favorite character to break the fourth wall. A character who deserves better. Favorite Star Wars character, and a character with the best one-liners. There's some I don't want. And there's, I'll be honest, and I'll spin again.
The wheel of
Where's the sound?
watching.
I'm spinning again because I didn't like that one.
What did you do? Why is the sound off?
I don't know. Should I try to spin again and get the sound?
Yeah, did you try to raise your volume?
It is up. It's like glitched.
See, you get the computer to work, but you can't have everything.
Oh my god, she's shooting her clip around.
No, still no.
You can like hear it lowly. Like listen.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I just keep spinning it now. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna press it a bunch of times. Here we go.
Tick, 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 tick.
Oh my god, it lands on this every time. A character who you think deserved better. I don't want to say this because she's gonna yell at me. Who I picked. You know probably who I picked.
Where's that one?
That would be on the actors list. That would be number 17 on our characters and actors.
Girl, you know these ain't numbers.
Oh, you don't have numbers on yours?
The character who
deserves better.
Oh, I found the one-liners. Hold on.
I don't want to say what I put. I'm going to get bullied.
I got nothing in mind.
Do you want me to spin again? Because I don't feel like being bullied right now. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that show.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Killing Eve.
I actually had two. I had Lexa too. Spin it. Please, God. I can't take being bullied right now.
I'm not going to bully anybody.
You always make a comment
Where's
about
she
it.
climbing a mountain? Hey, sissy.
Hey, sis.
Oh, she fell back.
Favorite character who breaks the fourth wall. Just got a pain in my back. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, I have one too.
I know who yours is.
Oh, you can see mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. I also wrote Killing Eve. Can you see Killing Eve?
Why? Do they break the
They
fourth wall?
did. Okay, so it's different. Harley Quinn like breaks it, talks to you, and it's really fun. But Killing Eve more has like these things where like they'll cry and they'll like look in the camera like and it feels like more.
It's not breaking.
No, but it's different. It's like they're. Anytime you look in the camera, it's breaking the fourth wall. They're like looking in the camera, almost like it feels like they're
you
like.
See me looking in the camera right now, you?
Just staring into my. I'm never bringing up Killing Eve again. I swear. But it's like they're crying into these cameras, and it's like these pleading looks, like they're almost asking you for help, what to do.
They're not.
I'd also. Well, who are you gonna say before I add on somebody who I actually?
Oh, come on! Of course, She-Hulk.
I was just gonna say. I know. I feel like I want to change for She-Hulk.
No, Harley is good though.
Harley's really good. Yeah.
Because you feel like you should answer her or she's going to be offended, so. Oh, no.
Oh, was that the the dehumidifier? Uh-oh, I have to go empty the dehumidifier. Alright, pardon me. Okay. The dehumidifier has been empty. And let's be honest. We've had a dehumidifier for almost a week now.
Oh my god, we've emptied this more than I care to talk about.
So, let's just say, if you don't think you need one, you
Check
probably
your
need one.
humidity. Yeah, check your humidity.
Just get like the
folks.
$10, it's called like a hydrometer or something,
Yeah,
check it, because
get that from
we did not
Walmart.
think this. We have one in each room and we have to empty them daily.
Multiple times sometimes. It's crazy town, but it's,
Yeah, get one. This is us telling, this is your sign to get one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get one,
You're full. I'll go and tell you. You're full.
HELL is coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back to the character, the fourth breaker. Yeah, no, I just hardly see Birds of Prey is extra fun too because it's like it's not just her talking to you, but like there's like
I feel like she's gonna snuggle over here in this corner and look real cozy.
sissy.
Oh yeah.
That's my pillow and my
I want to
blanket.
be like that. I want to take a nap like that, man. I never could take a nap like that. I don't even go to sleep like them. I want to sleep nice.
I can't believe my pillow.
Yeah, I just watched that. I ain't watching that again today.
Oh my god! All right.
Oh no, actually, I could throw it in
Okay,
there.
but I did kind of talk about. So why did you pick She-Hulk?
It's just because I think she just is right out there with it. Puts it right out there. Like she'll be in, like I feel like Harley's thing is like different. Like you're following her life. Like
I feel like
almost
Carly,
you feel
like
it's
you're in her mind.
Yeah, like I feel like it's almost like a documentary that you're following with her, like where she's.
I feel like I might sneeze.
What?
I thought I might sneeze. Keep going.
Like I feel like her thing is like, I don't want to say like, here she comes.
Nope. God.
Oh yeah. Like I feel like her thing is more like a reality type show for real, where like I feel like her thing is like she's filming a show, and now she just stepped out and she's like, yeah, I know you like my show, but hey, look, like.
Yeah,
where, like,
she's speaking your
Harley
mind.
feels like you're following her like on a reality TV show in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like where this is like you feel like you're on a show and then she breaks it and it's weird. Like weird in a good way though, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
All right. Shall we get into Cobra Kai?
Sure.
Let me just say something. I didn't take any notes on Cobra Kai.
And she looks over and she goes, hey, are you taking notes on Cobra Kai?
I started with episode 1 because okay, so first off we said we're not taking real detailed notes. So then I took a few and then I got distracted and I started doing stuff for the podcast.
Or playing games on her phone.
No, I was cutting out the things for the podcast.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
There was games on her phone though too.
After I finished that, I said we're on episode 5. I'm not taking notes now. We're halfway through. I'm done. I'm not catching up. So she took notes. So everything's based off of her. I did write down some of my overall thoughts.
So there's 10 episodes, 30 minutes long, give or take.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
35.
All the main characters are back. You got Daniel LaRusso, his wife, kids, Sam, and the son, who I wish I knew his name.
I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. That's sad. I don't know if they say his name.
They just call him LaRusso most of the time.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do.
I'll look up his name though while you do that.
No, but I think the father says his name. Daniel says his name. Johnny's back. Miguel's mom. Carmen. Robbie is back. Anthony, that's right.
Looks
Anthony,
like
yeah.
Anthony.
Carmen is back with her mom. Tori, Silver, John Kreese.
A little bit. He's back a little bit.
Well, he's in there, but I'm saying like they brought him back again. All the same guys that were in Cobra Kai and in Miyagi-Do, all the young people, Hawk and all those guys are back. And then they have some folks from the past that everybody will be happy about. I don't remember her name, I gotta be honest. But the girlfriend from, I think it's Karate Kid 3 movie.
Yeah.
With the red hair, she's back. And apparently how she's back and with the mom is that she is actually the friend of the mom and introduced her to Daniel.
No, cousin. They said cousin.
You sure it was cousin?
I think they said
Oh, maybe it was cousin. Yeah, because she said aunt. Yeah, so they're actually related, and that's how the mom met Daniel, was through her.
Yeah.
That when they weren't dating, they stayed friends, I guess, and stuff, and that's how they met. And then Mike Barnes is also back, and chosen at the end. Well, we knew he was coming back.
Well, yeah, but he stayed the whole show.
Yeah, he stayed for the whole thing, so he was there. But it's the main. We found you don't find out like, I guess till like midway or more, like the main goal of this whole season. Like, you know how you knew kind of like what the other ones were leading up to. Like you knew there was kind of like this one we couldn't figure out like, okay, what's gonna be the culmination of this whole thing? Like you couldn't figure it out, like where is there a competition, is there a fight, is there a what? Because it definitely felt in the beginning like we were saying very
you were like
heavy.
It's a lot of talking,
it's a lot of heavy story and not a lot of fighting, which is not always bad, but it's like it is Cobra Kai.
I want to see people kick butt.
Well, you're thinking that, but I mean then they did start they started bringing it in and bringing the fights in and stuff like that. I felt
because I think now they started with the whole little thing of Miguel going to see his father in Mexico, so they had to like finish that
but
up.
You know what was weird? I don't know what that was about, like, because you really thought that was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, didn't you feel like that was going to be like
something? Yeah,
like you thought it was going to be something, not just like, oh, he finds out the truth that his father is a jerk.
Yeah. Because it didn't even, like, when you think about it, it's not like that road trip repaired Miguel and Robbie's situation.
No, that's what I thought.
Or
maybe that was going to be
like,
the purpose of it, but it didn't do that. Like
it didn't really fix it. Yeah.
It got Johnny and him on the verge of something, but they could have took their own damn road trip. They didn't have to go after Miguel, because that's just like he kind of said, adding fuel to the fire. But so like you do find out that the main plot is that there's a big karate competition that is held. I don't know, was it held over here or held in Japan?
It's somewhere international. I don't know. I just wrote that it was an international competition.
It's like the hugest karate, and you have to be like permitted in based on like a demonstration.
Yeah, like invited. Like
you have to be invited to it, and he wants to make it like a worldwide competition. Like he wants to make it like the Super Bowl, like where it has media sponsors and all this kind of stuff. Like that's how like, because all he keeps talking about the whole episode is like how he wants to go past the valley, and he's
like
thinking
Cobra Kai domination.
He's thinking like, yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, guys, it's karate.
Like, cause here's my thing, like what are you gonna like how are you gonna make sure that you're like so we do see him buy out a dojo, Silver. Yeah. But like I'm just saying, so okay, so you go all the way to the East Coast now. How are you gonna make sure you've covered every dojo so that you're the only dojo?
Well, I think he just wants to be the biggest dojo, like the biggest,
a chain dojo.
Yeah,
like that. What's that one that has the tiger?
Tiger Schulman.
Yeah, that. Like I guess he means like he wants to be like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they're looking to do. But it's just like at the beginning, you're like, wait, what is going on here? Like, what's the main purpose?
Like it is a little weird that that's like his main.
Yeah, and they flash back and they show him and Kreese talking about like this is something he always wanted, was to take over and be like the number one in like the world. But it's like it's karate again. It's like karate. But
here's my thing. You're only going to be the number one because there's no other karate studios. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know how we always say that people, like, when we watch cooking competitions, like, you would want to give the person the stuff, like, the food that they're missing because you don't want them to feel like you just won because they had nothing. So, like...
Done. I'm moving my feet and she's having a fit.
No, but you don't want them to be like then you're just number one because there's nobody in the competition with you. So why, like, that's what I mean. So like, why can't he just let the other people have their karate dojo and just let them do whatever?
In my opinion, who's he gonna fight in competitions if there's nothing else going on? But I mean, I think there'll be other karate schools, but I think he just meant he wanted to be the number one, and one of the ways to do that was to like promote this. Like, I think he wanted to like somehow be in like control of this competition, or like somehow very involved in the competition.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. Like, how are you gonna buy off the ref in this big international competition?
I don't know, because
this
he
was like
bought
a
up
local
the ref
one.
in everyone.
Yeah, but it's the same ref. I think like it's the same one. Like, how are you gonna do that in every competition ever? Like, you can't. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, because they in the end they have to like each like they catch wind of what he's going to do from Kreese, and they decide that Daniel and Johnny that they're gonna go and also compete in this. So they tell them they have to make their own presentation, and that they're gonna come to their dojo or gym or whatever, and they're gonna see.
Well, yeah, I think they couldn't choose them based off the presentation. So then they said we're gonna have one boy and one girl from each thing. Which when we watched that, like the way it ends up working out is that they take both they both get an invitation. But I was watching like, okay, what happens is though that the Cobra Kai's boy wins, and then the girls win for Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang. But my thing is like, you set it up that it was gonna be a tie no matter like if you didn't win both, it tied.
Yeah.
So like, what was their plan then? Like, why didn't they set it up so that it was like,
I don't know. I guess they decided equal? That they were gonna that they were equal fighting and should both go. Oh, excuse me. And then, of course, one of the bigger announcements is that Johnny and Carmen are having a baby.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cute.
Can we just say what you said? At the end, there's like a huge fight, as there always is.
Oh my god. And this woman is knee-deep in everything.
No, but we're watching it, and like, we'll get into the stuff with the adult fighting part, but you're like watching her come in, and you're like, what if they make her lose the baby? I'm like, that is too graphic.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they like? Not that I wanted that, but I'm like, what?
No, but you're like,
well, they keep
what if
putting her in like these scenarios where she should not be as a pregnant lady. So like, I'm like, do you think they're gonna actually make her lose the baby or something? Like, I'm glad they didn't. They didn't. Nobody died, and nobody like got seriously hurt enough that was like hospitalized or comatose or any of that kind of stuff, which I was kind of glad because it is a bit much.
They said the creators like every season they're kind of leveling it up, like because now they were using like the knives and things like that. They went from just fist to knives now, so they were kind of saying like with season 6, like where do they go next with weapons? I guess. Also, look at Sissy.
I know. But I'm assuming it'll be that competition,
something else
and maybe
gonna
they'll have to travel to it or something.
Oh yeah, I think
Kreese will come back and take over.
Yeah, I had some predictions for season 6 that I had written down. I don't know if we want to do that after we talk about the show or now or whenever.
We could do. I guess do it after
Okay.
you break it down.
All right, I guess break it down a little more because
I don't know how Daniel LaRusso is staying in business because he's never at the car dealership.
and now the wife's involved with the
the
karate.
only time he's at the car dealership is when he's plotting out plans and using his office as like a war room of sorts. I mean, I'm just like,
to the point where customers were coming in the back being like, I want to buy a car.
Yeah.
I guess the cousin guy is there, so maybe that's he doesn't have employees.
Yeah, no, they own it. I mean, they don't have to be there working, but I think a lot of people come probably because of him. But the one thing I will say, there was a lot of surprise, like little moments, like where you didn't know how certain things happened, and then they shared it with you. Like, there was a lot of things like where like John Kreese, like you knew he was going to show up in some way, shape, or form, but like you didn't know that like apparently Tori is the one that was going to visit him and sending messages back to Daniel LaRusso to try to like they were trying to use him and Johnny for him to get back at Silver for setting him up. But I didn't expect her to be the one to be in contact with him. Although I should have guessed because she was very like weirdly close with him because he helped her with the rent and stuff when her mom was sick and stuff. So I guess he felt he could kind of use her. But I think he did like he had like a special like thing for her. But in the end, of course,
well, she might have just felt like she doesn't trust the other two. Yeah. So who is she going to turn to about that she knows that they cheated?
Well, I think she trusts him because she knows that he helped her or whatever. But and then also, what was his name? Mitch, the kid with the curly hair.
Yeah, Mitch. Because I said you can't call him what they call him on the show.
And at the end, like you know what? It's funny. Like, of course, looking back, you're like, suspect.
Like when they throw that T-shirt at him and things like that.
Yeah, like there was times like where when he went there, he's like, oh look, they got a smoothie bar, they got this, they got girls, they got like he was very like into all the stuff that Cobra Kai had kind of. So it's kind of weird because you're like, okay, what are you doing? But meanwhile, he ended up being Cobra Kai. He had the shirt on underneath, and he opens the zipper, and there he is.
Which I wonder how long he was Cobra Kai because the one guy, that guy Kyler, he's like, oh well, it's fair. You had a traitor because you had Tori, and we have a traitor. But like, Tori only turned on them literally that second. Yeah, so like, I wonder how long.
I think he was a traitor since the new places opened.
Like since Miyagi-Do couldn't do karate anymore?
I think when he started seeing that, I think he traded over when he started seeing all their fancy stuff. I think that's when he did.
Probably.
Or not so much that he was going there, but that he was on their side, but still coming to this.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably why they let him get the intel.
Yeah. But, so like we had said, it was, what's his first name?
Who?
Payne, the little kid that fights against Hawk. I forget what his first name is.
Oh no, what did I just do?
But it's Hawk and Payne, and then it's Tori. Kenny and Hawk, and then Tori and Samantha. And of course, I guess that's when Tori realizes, like, she knows because she confronted Silver that in the very beginning that, oh, I know about you bribing the judge and all like that. So I guess she doesn't want to participate in this kind of fight because she sees that the judge is being unfair with the guy fight.
Oh yeah, this is in the practice to get into
practice to get into this big competition. So she runs off. That's when she traitors. But there's a lot of little things that like Silver does in the beginning. Like he starts opening all these dojos and
how did he get these up so quickly? Like built and everything set up.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know because that was pretty extensive. Some of those dojos, they were like pretty.
It wasn't like they're just like how like in season 1 Cobra Kai was literally just like crap. Like these are like
he had a lot.
Fancy.
He has a lot of money.
No,
so
but I know, but like to have them built and everything like
yeah. Well, that's his big main one, the one that they're in now, wherever that one's located. It's somewhere in the valley, I guess. But he wants to expand more. He just keeps doing little things to egg on. What's the matter?
Live breaking news right now. Titan season 4 is to premiere in November on HBO Max. Titans.
Oh, the Teen Titans.
Oh, Lex Luthor is also going to be in the show. Sorry, this just breaking news right now on my phone. Look at that.
There you
go. Little news in the non-news section. So this is for the true listeners. If you listen to the whole podcast, don't skip around.
There you go. Yeah, but well, he also was buying. He was buying karate studios from other people, and
Yeah.
then telling them one thing, and then like turning it into something different. And he brings the granddaughter of that guy that taught him karate, Kung Jung Sung or something like that.
The girl's name or the
No,
karate thing?
the guys. He brings he brings the daughter into to teach the karate, and I mean, like, this is like serious freaking karate that these people are doing. Like, they don't care. Like, if I knew my kid was in this karate class, I'd be like, you're out.
Yeah.
Which I guess nobody goes home and tells their parents that the karate teachers are crazy.
Or like beating the crap out of them.
each other. Yeah, I guess they just think that's normal. I don't know.
Which I will say, like, some of the adults, well, Cobra Kai adults, they don't care. They will just beat the crap out of a kid.
Yeah, I don't get that.
They literally don't care.
I don't get it. But I mean,
no mercy for real.
Luckily, Daniel has chosen who stays to help him battle Cobra Kai and Silver, and they realize what he's doing. Oh, a Kim Dong Sung, that's what the karate was that he did, and the method is very controversial, and apparently they taught it to the American soldiers, and that's how he and Kreese know this kind of karate, the style of karate, and it's like, it's basically underhanded and cheating kind of karate where there's no rules or morals.
Yeah, because like the one thing that they do is like this like punch that knocks the wind out of them, and they did it a couple of times, and I thought in that final fight when they hit Robbie that that was gonna be like the big thing, like
yeah, I thought Robbie was
knocked
going
Robbie
down too,
out.
but no, it's just the same, knock your wind out of you or whatever. But so then they decide to put Chosen in as like a sensei because Silver's trying to get senseis or something like that, and he gets in there, he beats all the senseis that he's trying to hire in like one foul swoop, because keep in mind Chosen's like a karate assassin, that's what they call him in his description.
No, yeah, I think he's an actual,
yeah,
I think
that he's a karate assassin, and so he's pretty like astute at the karate. But he goes to meet with like Silver, and Silver figures out immediately that he's not who he says he is, and of course, tries to like beat him or whatever, but it doesn't work out for him. And then quickly moving along, they I guess because Silver realizes that like Daniel LaRusso's bringing in people from the past, he keeps doing things to provoke Daniel, so that like Daniel gets inside his own head, like he does something with the wife to make the wife want to leave, but he makes him think like he's got old friends, and he starts trying to think about who the old friends could be, and of course Mike Barnes comes to mind, so Mike Barnes brings it in, and they shot that really funny, like they were trying to like apparently, spoiler alert, he's a furniture maker type salesperson.
This is a little late for a spoiler alert.
I know.
We spoiled the whole fight of the show.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's really dimmed. But he's
the coffee table, it's still breaking. It's still here.
He has
you're freaking out, Sissy.
Sorry, Sissy. He has whatchamacallit, a furniture store that he makes furniture, but the way they did it, like, he had a power saw and stuff like that, and they made it look like this was good for sawing bones. And I mean, Chosen is really kind of funny because he's such a serious character, but he says certain things that you're just like, seriously, dude? No, it's a power tool. It's not for cutting bones and stuff like that. But he, like, everything is always like assassin mode or something that's like funny. But he they go in there and he's listening to the phone call, and it sounds like, again, like he's coming for them. And it turns out that like Mike Barnes hasn't like thought twice about this, and he's apologetic in the whole bit. And it was like, I was kind of glad. I didn't want to see him be an enemy again, like against Daniel LaRusso, because I'm like, come on, let him grow up and be like a normal person kind of sort of thing. So I thought that was a good thing. And then of course Silver burns down his store. Yeah. So it's like, I just don't understand how this guy gets the ability to do this kind of stuff, because I'm like, that's what
I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be fighting these people, how are you gonna have a worldwide karate like empire? But like, how are you gonna keep track of them?
I don't know.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you gonna make sure? Like, are you gonna be traveling across the whole world to make sure you have the best fighters for your main dojo?
It's just crazy.
Like, I don't know how he's gonna, like, in his head, how he plans on working this all out, but I guess
But it was so funny because I guess I was watching it so much that I wasn't realizing that, like, Johnny was not involved in any of this. Like, this was just Danny and Silver, like Danny Russo and Silver, like, just back and forth, because like Johnny was involved in like going down to Mexico to retrieve Miguel, and like we said, that ended up going nowhere. Like, it started with this big trip to Mexico to find his father, and like you thought he found, at first you think he's found his father, and his father's a jerk, and then like you see him like walk out and like go to call Sam or something, and he hears this other guy with the same name and realizes like this is the guy, that's his father, and he looks real nice, he looks real sweet, he looks this, that, and another thing, and then like he saves his, well, what he thought was his kid from getting hit by a car and stuff, and then goes to their house to have dinner, and he thinks he's all nice until he hears that he's a karate fighter and a champion back in the United States, and takes him to this MMA club that he owns clearly.
Yeah.
And that's where the shady stuff that the mom was talking about came into play, I guess. That he's like, you know, shady and does things against the law or whatever.
Well, yeah, and then too, once he goes and Johnny goes and saves Miguel outside, they have these like FBI shirts on. You go, the dad's gonna like come out and shoot him or something.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
Like,
you just had such a gruesome view.
No, but I just figured like, well, because I'm thinking this guy's got to be something, but they just like dropped it. Like, he just like never mentioned his father again.
I don't know. Maybe he'll come back next season or something.
I don't know. Never mentioned the father again. Like, that was just it. Like, he realized the father was a jerk, called the mother, said, yeah, you're right, he's a jerk, and then never brought him up again. Like, I was like,
yeah,
wait,
I don't know.
what?
That is kind of like they really did.
It was very weird how
maybe
that...
like in their head when they planned it out in season 5, they had like a better. Not like maybe they thought they were gonna have like they were gonna come up.
Like, here if you want.
No, I'm good. They were gonna come up with a good idea, but then when they came to write season 6, ow! I just hit my ankle.
Told you should have put your foot up.
When they came up with season 6, they were like, "Crap, what do we do?" Like, you know what I mean? Like they couldn't come up with one.
I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think, because it did feel like a little bit like
it was just like
it was like an episode and a half or something, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
it was like it was like the main first one, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it did provide like little angles for like Robbie and Johnny to like bond, because like he starts fighting somebody, he tells him, listen, you can go back if you want, I shouldn't have lied to you, I shouldn't have made you come here for no reason. And you know, Robbie obviously comes in when the dad's gonna get ready to get like beaten and stuff like that, and help him, and you know, they start fighting together or whatever. And then there's like another instance when they're down in Mexico in the MMA place where they, you know, they're getting ready to fight together. And I mean, it's just funny, but like
it didn't like provide anything to the grand storyline.
No, like that's because you really thought like the way they ended it was like, oh, he's going off to Mexico to find his father. So you thought his father was gonna be somebody, and like
either like or like I thought he was gonna be like
something.
either somebody that was just like a nobody and like made the mom be like a liar or something.
Like,
then that would have put like strain on the mom and his relationship for like when he came back and found out the mom was pregnant, or I don't know, but really.
Like, no, nothing.
No,
it didn't provide really anything, and I was just like, okay, except that he realized his dad was a jerk. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there you go. That's what I thought was just kind of weird, but because then he comes back and it like he jumps right back into his life, like where I mean, like Sam and him break up obviously, and she wants to be friends because you know she's busy finding herself, and I don't know, just whatever happened with the tournament like messed her up. She's always finding herself.
But here's the thing though. I feel like, again, they had a storyline and vision. They were like, yeah, we'll have her, like, find herself. But then they don't really have her find herself, because she literally even says it herself.
She just hangs around.
No, but even she says herself that she's, like, back in karate. Like, she just goes right back to
she got right back into it because of what was going on. It was just very weird. I don't know.
It was like they started things and they were like, crap, we have to finish them, but I don't know how to finish them, so let's just...
I think she just wanted to go, like she said, I don't want it to be, like, life or death, and I'm having to compete in the respect of, like, it's to save everything. Like, that's kind of what she said to her father. Like, she just wants to be able to, like, compete to do karate, like, just to do karate. Like, not that would be, like, all or nothing. Like, she said that's what it becomes. And it did. It became that again for her. But I think when the mom and her and the brother went away and went to visit the cousin or whatever, the one that from the past Karate Kid movies, she jumped in to save her mom that was going to get, like, I don't know, punched or something like that. And
I was waiting for that mom to bust out some kind of karate move. I thought she was
too, or at least the other girl from being association.
I don't know. I felt like it was something, but no, they just held mom there waiting to get kicked in the gut.
Oh my god, they were coming for them. And but when she did that, like that's when she realized, like I guess karate is important to her. Whatever, because that's when she kind of.
Well, she was like, "There's always gonna be like bullies in life," or something.
Yeah,
is what she
and like
said.
that's when like things kind of changed for her, but. Then Johnny does get Robbie and Miguel, which again, thought there was potential for gruesome. He keeps trying different methods to try to get them to like get together and like stop being so angry because he knows he has this baby coming, and he decides after Daniel LaRusso pays him a visit, like maybe you should try classic Johnny, like old school Johnny or whatever. Yeah. So he gets them together and tells them like to fight it out basically. Yeah. And he's kind of like monitoring it, but when they started going up those stairs, I'm like, oh come on now.
She thought he was gonna kick him off the balcony.
Come on now. But it was just the whole premise was like to flash back in Miguel's head so that he could realize like, no, I should give him mercy because this is just ridiculous. This is not who I want to be. And like, I think it was a good thing because it started them talking about like, why didn't you stop? He said, because I think Robbie asked him, why did you stop? And he said something, like, this is just not who I want to be. I don't want to fight for these reasons. And he said, why didn't you stop? And he said, I was so caught up in my head, I didn't even know where we were at the time. Yeah. Which you could tell when they were fighting. Like it was so heated. It was like karate. Like it was crazy. I think that's what helped them too. Which I'm glad they're not fighting because I thought that was just like it was just a stupid fight. Like it was. It is like
when you think about it. This is season 5, so it is a lot of like you got to make up at one point.
Yeah, it was just getting stupid. And then they were both excited when Johnny slipped and said that they were having a baby and whatnot. And of course Tori and Robbie break up because Robbie says, I can't be with you if you're going to be with Cobra Kai. Because it's just...
Which, I don't know why, but I felt like I missed that breakup because I was like, all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, I'm not with her anymore.
It was when they were leaving the water park.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think it was like actually words said. Like, I think he said, if you're not planning on leaving Cobra Kai, then we can't... Then So he didn't say it like the way, what's her name? Sam broke it down. Like, she was just kind of like, he kind of put it out there. But it does get very gruesome at the end, I'm not going to lie. I mean, those are some fight scenes, like, dag nabbit.
Well, mostly the adults, yeah. The kids don't get... I mean, the kids do, but they don't get, like, the fight scene with Chosen and Silver.
Yeah, those were pretty...
This is, like, their first real fight scene with weapons. Sure. Well, here's the thing. So, when they fight, I don't know what the weapon is that Chosen has in his hands. They kind of look like a pitchfork. Yeah. I don't know what
there is a name for
They have a name for them. He has like one in each hand, and then Silver has like a katana, and they're fighting, with it, and they get into this like pool, like I don't know what you would call that, almost like a kiddie pool in the pool.
Well, I think it was supposed to be like I don't want to say like a pond, maybe, but kind of, I think.
But they were fighting kind of in the like water, and he ends up going to kill Silver. Like I don't think he was gonna kill him because Silver's like, I was always meant to die in battle and stuff. Yeah. And I could see in the water, I could still see the katana in his hand. I was like, oh god. And then Chosen gets distracted by Johnny screaming in pain. Yeah. Because he's inside fighting the like other senseis.
Yeah, like 4 of them. That's crazy.
I think there's more. I think there's like 5 or 6. There was a lot.
I don't know. There was minimum 4 for sure. Could have been 5 or 6.
So when he turns around, he takes the katana and slices him up the back, and then you see him kind of just staying in the water, floating
with like blood everywhere. It was pretty bad. You thought for sure he was dead, and I mean, he kept saying that he was dead, basically, like Silver, when he got back to like Johnny and them. But they end up at Silver's house because they go out and they realize that like they know what Silver's doing, but they can't really stop him. And like I guess they're out there celebrating Johnny getting Carmen pregnant, and they're having a baby, and all 3 of the guys are drunk, and they go into a limo, and the girls go home, and the limo all of a sudden becomes crazy and erratic, and they're driving, and we're like, well, I thought it was either Silver or Kreese or somebody got out or something, but it ended up being Mike Barnes. He came back and he was pissed that his store got burned down. Yeah,
he blamed him. Yeah. So they decide to like go. They're like, go catch him off guard
because he wouldn't hype each other up, like to go and like beat him up basically, because they're like, everything else we do, he knows. This he won't expect, and
because it's like so stupid.
And they leave Daniel on the road there to fend for himself.
And then I think the guy Barnes, he ends up getting like knocked down in the first few minutes of the fight by something in the back of the head.
He had a good run there, and then someone came up from behind him and clocked him in the head.
But Barnes, after he gets clobbered in the head, he pretty much is out for the whole fight. And then he comes back towards the end.
Because we're like, he's gotta get up. Like,
Well,
I mean, somebody's gotta fix this.
Wake him up. But so Johnny ends up he's like, you think he's also gonna probably die, and
because these guys just keep getting hit.
Him.
Listen, we stub our toe and we think we're done. I mean,
you heard, if you watched our Beverly Hills episode, you heard when she cut me with her little finger on my kneecap.
I did it again. But that's what I'm saying. It's like they're just like beating them and hitting them with stuff, and it's like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going into Silver's office, and Johnny gets beaten to the ground, and he sees a picture of what's it called?
The ultrasound. Falls out of his pocket.
Yeah. So then he's like, oh, I gotta get back up, and he like grabs a katana from one of the guys, slices a guy's finger off. That was
he didn't. The other guy did.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he made the other guy
moved,
do it. Yeah.
And then the best part, though, the guy's standing there holding his pink. But then Johnny comes back and decides to kick the guy in the face, as if the guy's totally not preoccupied about the bleeding out finger.
He would have went down eventually, Johnny.
But he only ends up doing that because also Barnes ends up finally waking up and
helping
right
when
him.
They were gonna stab him. Somebody comes in and does something, and you're like, okay, could it have been chosen? But I'm like, I don't know. He was like laying in a pool of blood.
I don't know.
So Barnes was the next likely suspect.
Yeah, and then at Cobra Kai, all the kids are like
this is
fighting.
going on. The kids come up with the idea about finding the footage
from the cameras.
The cameras from back in the day when Stingray got beaten up by
But that
Silver.
footage didn't work, so they ended up taking footage of
which I
Silver
could not have guessed
confessing.
what footage she was going to pull out. I couldn't think. I was like, I don't know what.
Well, yeah, she just used the footage of him confessing to her.
Because they just wanted to play it over the Cobra Kai screen so that his students could see like
the truth,
what he'd done.
So they all end up fighting though, and Daniel ends up arriving there with the guy Stingray. He comes and saves him stranded from the road with the wife. That's where we were saying the wives were like, why are they there? Because the one's pregnant. They end up the kids stop fighting once they see this footage.
Yeah.
But then Daniel and Silver fight because Silver leaves his house where they had attacked him.
And he's like, I have to go deal with what's going on at my dojo or whatever.
And what the hell was I saying?
About the kids in the school.
So Daniel and not the kids in the school.
I mean the kids at the dojo.
Yeah, the dojo, but you said the kids in the school.
Well, I meant like
So Silver and Daniel fight, and he does while he's fighting him, he hears the rules that he told them from Karate Kid 3, and he does them on him. And one of them is the punch that he was teaching all the other guys.
I don't knock the window. Well, yeah, it was the start of him because he did when he was telling Kenny Payne about the Quicksilver or whatever like that. He said, "I've been working on this over the years." So the fact that that was the beginnings of it, that wasn't Yeah,
he basically tells him the rules are if you can't walk, you can't fight.
Yeah.
If you can't breathe, you can't fight. If you can't see, you can't fight. And he does the crane kick and everything.
Gotta get the crane kick in.
They cut that really quickly though. Did you see they switched the camera angles quite quickly? So crane kick, I don't know. Just saying.
Well, even in the prison, remember I said when Kreese was fighting,
they switched it to the younger.
Flashbacked where Kreese was imagining himself as the young Kreese.
Yeah.
So that he would be the one doing all the fighting against these inmates, so that it's not.
Well, they are almost all
71-year-old,
70-year-old.
No, they're 60s plus. Johnny is the only one that's in his 50s.
Oh,
he's 55. Daniel LaRusso is, and now we're talking in real life, is 60.
Well, no, in the thing they have them as middle aged, and I feel 50's middle aged.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how they are, but for the fact that the character can't do that, Silver is 61 and Daniel might be 60, and then Mike Barnes was 56.
No, we were saying that it's kind of funny that in the Karate Kid world that all of them have just decided to still do karate, where obviously the actors haven't. So I'm curious if some of them have been if through the years I don't remember the actor's name who plays Daniel, but if he kept doing karate behind the scenes to keep
Ralph Macchio,
yes. I wonder if any of them still did a little bit, or if it's just muscle memory.
I think he would probably keep up with it, because I think now after season 2, I think maybe he might have started doing karate or something. I don't think as a kid he did it either, to be honest.
No, but I'm saying obviously they had to train for the for the movies. I wonder if he kept any training up. Probably not, but I'm just saying it's quite You know, it's funny that in the
that
show
would be
they're all
one of those
crushed.
questions that if I got to interview somebody, like that would be one of the questions I think would be good to ask. You know,
Like, did you practice any? Did you take like a monthly
or
class?
have you
at
always
least?
or after since doing like season 2, let's say, have you kept up with karate and like now it's part of your exercise routine? Like,
Yeah.
like no, but people ask them the same stupid questions.
So yeah, Daniel ends up beating the silver, and then Kreese fakes dying in jail, which we kind of called. Like when we killed him, I was like,
Yeah, that's
he
just-
looks like he was like, yeah.
We knew he was up to something.
He
but...
ends up escaping the jail, and that's kind of where they leave it off. But they have it so that like when the police come and arrest Silver, that it's like they're like, oh, you haven't. The police tell Daniel and Johnny like, oh, you haven't heard about Kreese, and we don't know if they are telling him, oh, he died, or oh, he got released from prison, because you feel like.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you haven't heard the news, but they don't go into it. They show Kreese leaving.
But here's the thing.
So they make it sound like, they make you think that what you're being shown is what they're telling them, but I would have just liked to see their reactions.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This leaves more mystery, because it's like you don't know if the police officers haven't been there since he escaped prison. Like, so is he telling them, oh, he escaped prison, or last we heard he died?
Yeah.
Overall thoughts, though, definitely a lot more focus on the adults, I'd say, this season out of anything.
Yeah. I mean, the kids were in there, but I think...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the adults were heavy
as
in
for
there.
season...
I thought the storyline was pretty good,
No,
though.
yeah, I'm just saying, I feel like it was a lot more adult than kids.
Yeah.
As for a season 6, I think they'll probably get renewed, because I looked it up. The season that we just watched got renewed before season 4 even aired. So I don't doubt it. I think this is also one of like Netflix's biggest shows. That's like highly not gonna, obviously. But I do think it would be the final season, in my opinion, because first off, how many more people can they bring back?
There's nobody left.
Really, there's nobody left.
No.
Unless like, I don't know, unless they start bringing in Jaden Smith's Karate Kid world, but that's supposed to be not attached to this. So like, I don't really know who else they could bring in.
There's nobody left, really.
Plus, I think it would be the best if they ended with season 6, have Kreese come back, take over Cobra Kai, and have him take them into the like championship, and have that international championship.
I think
be
it
the
would be
last
nice
thing.
if they ended it with Johnny taking Cobra Kai back and making it
Well,
into what Cobra Kai should be, and not this crazy Cobra Kai. Like having him like make it, you know, the right thing.
Well, I was only gonna say that Kreese takes it over and like he's like the final villain, whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever he has fight them. Bless you, sissy. Because then that would obviously bring it full circle for the whole entire franchise. Like it started with Kreese, it ends with Kreese, I would say.
Yeah.
Because like really, there's nobody else that they can really bring back. And how many times are they gonna make Silver and Kreese the villain before it's getting old?
Yeah.
Because I also just don't know what else they could say.
I would just love to know what charges Kreese got charged with too. Because like I'm not really sure. Like I know there was a lot of things that I would.
Oh, Silver or Kreese?
Silver, I mean, yeah.
Oh, probably a lot. I mean, first off, he I don't know if you can get charged for bribing a judge, probably.
Yeah.
And then he also lied. He beat somebody and lied and put somebody in prison.
Oh yeah, well well that's right there. He should go to prison for, because he's the one that really did it, and not Kreese. So here's
child endangerment.
But here's my thing. So if Kreese had waited one more day, he would have gotten out.
Probably, yeah.
But he didn't. Like so now
he.
I don't know what that means for him. Like, did he? Oh, sorry, that was probably loud. I don't know what that means for him. Like, since he escaped technically?
Well, he broke out of prison, so I think that's a crime.
Yeah, but even though he wasn't supposed to be there, I don't know how that works. Like, he may get like exonerated because he wasn't supposed to even be there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting.
So he could end up being free. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because technically, yes, he escaped from prison, but he wasn't supposed to be there because he didn't commit that crime. So he may be.
It's kind of tricky.
Like, it may be a technicality where they can free him of that, and then he can go back and try to take over Cobra Kai and say that was his, his thing, and he should have never.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see that happening.
Probably.
And then maybe Tori will go back to him, or whatever.
Well, yeah, because then
Stingray maybe will go back to him. I don't know. Maybe he'll get like a group of followers.
Well, he might be able to take back like the Kid Kenny and that other girl that was in Cobra Kai that was kind of fighting with Tori. I don't know. Probably there'll probably be something, or I don't know. But I think
it'll revolve around that big competition.
I think that will be it, because
Because like now,
Like-
are they not going to that competition?
No, I think
like,
probably
but Cobra Kai
Miyagi-Do
is
will.
still allowed to go. Cobra Kai, so like
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know. I think that's where it's going to end because, like, really, like, how much higher can you get than a international based championship?
Yeah.
Like, if they had
I
done
think that'll be like the
like,
topper.
obviously they did the Valley. Like, if they had said, okay, we're doing US, then maybe you could say, okay, they're going to do something bigger. But I mean, that's all my thoughts for
Yeah.
that.
So they really honestly left it with not that big of a cliffhanger.
No, like, technically, if you wanted to think, if the show didn't get renewed, it left on a decent, like,
Yeah, and I think that was their point, was to try to leave it on like where
Which
they
is good.
could continue, but they could also be happy that you know what's going to happen. Robbie and Miguel are friends. Obviously, Robbie and Sam get back together. Tori and Robbie get back together. Husband and wives are all good, and you know Johnny's gonna have a baby.
And Kreese could go on to do nothing, you could think.
Chosen
Is
you
alive.
know, he's alive, and he.
oh
made-
yeah, we should have said that he's alive.
He made him a call right before this. That's why I thought they were gonna kill him, because he made that phone call to.
Oh, the girl, yeah.
Komoko.
I can look-
Oh, I can't think of her name. To the one that was with.
Yeah, he liked.
He told her that he was going to come back there, and you know he wanted to, you know, be with her or whatever. So I thought for sure they're going to kill him after he makes a declaration of love.
Yeah, that is always a big
that's,
one.
You know, that's always the thing. So like they settled everybody's like thing down nicely. So that was, you know.
I can't find it. I'm trying to search, but I can't search it
But
fast.
it's
whatever.
we know who it. We know. What
Yeah,
we're
the
talking
girl.
About. But yeah, so that's why I thought like I do feel like they settled it up. But they also could be like, if the let's say the competition is
sorry.
held in Japan or something like that.
That's
so
how they
they
could
could
bring
all,
her back.
Yeah, they can all go. They could bring her back for that with him.
And you know what? He
They
did
could-
say too, Daniel, that he wanted to take the family to Okinawa.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be one of those things where everybody goes overseas for the competition.
Because it is quite surprising that
and because that would
they
be,
haven't gone to like Okinawa for the whole thing.
No, but that would he went, but not everybody.
Well, yeah, he did
But
go,
it
I
would be a
forgot.
good way to have like a big ending, like where everybody goes to Japan to do the whole
Yeah,
competition.
like a
thing.
good.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like a full circle. Like it ends with Kreese because that's what
Yeah.
it started with. All right, so that is it for Cobra Kai.
Because they have to.
Well-
The other thing that I wanted that they didn't address that I would have liked them to address was the name. The guy for the competition said you have to come up with a
Oh,
name.
yeah.
So I don't know if they would call it like Miyagi-Do's like Eagle Fang or.
Well, if Kreese doesn't come back and fight with them, Johnny could take the Cobra Kai name.
Yeah.
And then it could just be Miyagi-Do versus. But I don't know if they'd want to fight each other because then they'd have to split the kids up again, and they know that they
Yeah.
work best together.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a tricky thing.
I
But
mean, overall, I thought it was good.
yeah,
I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
They did well.
I think out of most shows or reboots and revivals, I still think this is probably one of the
Yeah, one of the best.
Best.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
because they do get everybody to come back.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive.
How could you not want to?
All right, so I think that's it for Cobra Kai. All right, so we're gonna cover our solo watches now. We're gonna stick with what we did last week. Go back and forth. Now, how many shows did you watch? Because I'm embarrassed.
Okay, I don't know.
Not in a wow, she watched a lot. Like in a
my thing is like.
okay. Well, I'll say what. Oh,
Frozen?
Oh, her computer's frozen. A little lock and unlock. I don't know. Say cheese.
It doesn't like that. It never works.
She has a Face ID on her computer.
And it never works.
Okay, well, you try to get yours up. Pop, pop. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, all right. So, I watched High School Musical, the series, season 3, episode 7, which I wanted to bring this back, because we mentioned that they got renewed for season 4 in the news part. I hope that they carry some of the people from the camp back to the school. Like, I hope they figure out a way to bring those people back.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I would like that. And then I watched Hacks. I watched from season 5 to episode 10. I also watched season 2, but I'm gonna cover. Sissy's losing her mind a little bit. I'm gonna cover season 2 next week once I've watched the season in like whole. And then this is so rogue and so left field. Out of all the things from Disney Plus Day, She-Hulk, Thor, the making of Thor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I watched BTS Permission to Dance on stage.
She's got a. Don't let her kid you. She's got BTS songs in the rotation. And
No. I'm saying it's just so like
And she
left
got
field.
a BTS game that she plays that no one can identify. She's BTS.
No. I'm just saying it's so left field that like all the things I was talking about watching, I ended up watching that. I'll get into that once we get there. But yeah, that's all I've watched this one. I mean, Hacks was like a little bit like
So
that.
I have like 4, but like
I
they're
have
all
3.
quick. So then I'll go first, and you can interject yours in between mine.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. So
Don't
I
lose your mind,
watched.
sissy.
I watched Southern Charm, Everything I Know About Love, Making the Cut, and FY Island. I finished that bad boy up. So Southern Charm, we all know it's about a group of young people living in New Orleans. No, Charleston. No,
South Carolina.
Well, they have a
North
they have a New Orleans one. That's where my head was going. They have a Southern Charm, New Orleans. This one was about.
Isn't this supposed to be the finale?
No, I don't think it is. I think there actually might be 2 more. I was trying to find that on the TV app because they don't show it in the Bravo. So I think there's 2 more.
Well, my TV app's telling me it's time to start watching the Halloween Baking Championship right
Oh
now.
my! Well, there you go.
I don't know
I
if we
shut
can.
those things off because I can't have that. It was notifying me every 5 minutes for a show. Clearly, because she called me out and showed how much I watched. So clearly, I can't have it.
Yeah, they don't make any noise, so I just forgot to shut them off. Yeah. I should have shut them off.
So this was episode 12, Guys and Dolls, and this was about Patricia, who is
I
like...
thought you were addressing everybody. I thought you were like, so this was episode 12, Guys and Dolls.
No,
Like, I didn't
it's
realize it was
called
the
Guys
title
and
name.
Dolls. And it was Patricia, who is like, I just found out 81 years old, but
Is she the one that was holding the dog wedding?
Yes, she does not look 81. Let's just say that. Okay, she looks pretty darn good. But you can see she might be 81 when she gets up and moves around. To be honest with you, because only because like she gets up very slowly, and it's very like all her movements are very like
old lady-ish.
Not old lady-ish, but very specific. Like she doesn't like rush around. Is what I'm saying. Like they're all intentional. Like she knows what she's doing. Mm-hmm. She's getting up. Placing those feet properly so there's no falling going on, like that kind of stuff. Like you just notice her doing that, But needless to say, she's Whitney's mom. Whitney is he's one of the original cast members with Shep and Craig. They've had this gentleman's party that his mom is hosting. It's a very big thing down south. Like you have a gentleman's party, and she has hosted it. I don't know if she's missed any years, but I can remember the first year it was definitely on there because they flashed back to it, and she was like, they were like reminiscing about like how far they've come in the past years that they've had this, and Austin was also there with them. Who he's not an original cast member, but I think he's like season 2 or 3 he came in. I'm not really sure where he jumped in on it, but
you go ahead, keep going. My laptop just died.
Okay.
I have to go get my charger.
So she's hosting this party. They're having a French theme, and she invited all the men over to their mansion in Charleston. They have like one of these big houses. The men are to get dressed up in like ties or tuxes. All the girls that are either like their respective partners kind of go out for a girls' night. And there's some of them that don't get along, so they're trying to like work things out to like, I guess, get the ones that are not getting along to get along. So it seems like they're making headway. All of the guys that come to this party get drunk, including Miss Pat. She gets drunk. Like they're all drunk. The one guy, Craig, who's the pillow guy who has Sewing Down South is the name of his company.
Yeah. I like that you only refer to him as the pillow guy.
He's so drunk, Craig, that he's like spilling like red wine on her very expensive couch.
Oh God.
He broke the leg of the chair. I don't know. It was just very like okay craziness. But it like they just are reminiscing. I hate to say that like nothing's really going on this show.
Yeah, I mean
like,
I'm not gonna lie. The
in
last
a weird
episode
way,
sounds like nothing
it's
has
really
went on.
nothing going on. It's like a few things thrown here and there, like to sprinkle in like a fight.
More like
but
you're just watching.
Yeah, but it's
friends hang out.
Yeah, it's not really. There's nothing really like fighting going on this year. There is fighting, but nothing like crazy. And then they kind of end the episode with Craig finding out that Shep is still on Raya. I guess that's that dating app.
Yeah,
for
that's
the rich.
yeah. No, it's like influencer dating app.
Yeah, so he's on this dating app, and he came back on it when him and his girlfriend were having a fight or something, or they split up for like a small period of time. But now, like, as usual, some fan caught wind of it, and they're posting it that he's still on Raya or something.
I think all you have to do to get on the app is like be verified somewhere. So like hypothetically, in like, I hope a certain amount of time, you know, if we get popular enough, we get like verified, we could get on Raya, us. Okay?
Yeah.
We could get all the intel on the drama. I'm sure
Well,
somebody does.
I'm sure that's what it was, or it could have been a news. They didn't really say like where it came from. If it was like a news.
No, I think it has to be like an influencer. More,
I don't
like,
know
that
how it
makes
was,
sense.
but they
Like, I don't think like
they
the
posted it
entertainment
out there, and
could.
needless to say, she was going to see it. Like, it wasn't just something that somebody sent to Craig. So
Yeah.
like they kind of ended it like that, and he's like, I'm not going to cancel my subscription. I don't care. And like, it's so weird.
Wait,
because,
it's a subscription? You have to pay
well, whatever
for
it
that?
is, like he's not getting rid of his profile or something, or closing his profile down. He said, and he has no intention of ever getting married. This guy, but he's in his 40s, I think, and the girl he's with, I think, is either in her late 20s or something. Like, she should just dump him, which I later find out after listening to the Bravo podcast that she is not with him and that they did break up. They don't say exactly what they broke up for, but they're not together. So it was kind of weird listening to this, knowing that I already knew she
Not together.
yeah, that they're not together, but no, that was pretty sad. But yeah, I think there's like 2 more episodes, because I think it said, oh, what did I do? Because I think when I was looking at it, it said that there might be more episodes left. They're not listed, but the TV Time app showed 2 more, so I think there hopefully is 2 more. But are you ready to do yours?
Yeah, I was just looking up the Raya thing. Like, it's like a serious thing. You have to fill out like an application, and then it gets viewed by a ton of anonymous members. And then you also, but you can't just get on the app. You need like a referral to get on the app. So like,
Yeah, I think that's how.
it's some serious
What's
stuff.
his name? Claudia and
Phineas met.
Phineas met on Raya.
Yeah, I know that group of YouTubers she hangs around with.
I think they
They have
connected
on
on Raya, but then I think the whatchamacallit girl. Get Down on Friday.
Oh, Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black is the one that
Really?
actually introduced them. Yep, she was on tour or doing something where somehow
you
they
know
were
what? I'm not
connected
yeah.
musically, and he said
Probably.
you would get along so great with my friend, and it turned out that when she told the story about Phineas, that she said they had connected on Raya, but like I don't know why she said she
Interesting.
didn't go for him or something.
Okay, well, my first show is High School Musical, the musical, the series, episode 7. This one's literally called Camp Prom, and that's what it's all
Camp
about.
who?
Camp Prom. So,
Prom.
these are just some of the major things that happen.
No person came. Nobody knows like guest stars, right?
Yes, there is, but nobody that's like from like an old show.
That's what I
a
mean.
guest star. So Carlos tells Ricky that he used his like one phone call. I think you got a phone call from winning Color War.
Are they in freaking jail?
Yeah, no phones allowed at Camp Channel Lake. So he says that he tells Ricky that in a month from now they're gonna release the trailer for the show on the Disney Plus documentary, and in that trailer it's gonna have him saying he has a crush on
Disney
Gina.
Plus.
Yes,
That's so weird.
it's so confusing. And then Jet surprises Maddox with her ex Madison. Here's the guest star, played by JoJo Siwa.
Oh no.
The best part is though, it was supposed to be like a disco theme, and everybody's dressed in a disco theme except for JoJo Siwa. It's a full. She's on like a
Please
full.
tell me she doesn't have like a bow on her head.
No, she didn't. No, JoJo Siwa cut all her hair off. Where have you been?
What?
JoJo Siwa cut her hair short. Yeah, I'm so serious. JoJo Siwa can't do a pony anymore. Where have you been? You're not up to date with the JoJo Siwa news?
No, I'm not a fan of her.
Oh, I just dropped my thing. Yeah, short hair for JoJo Siwa. But in this show, I'm assuming it must have been filmed. I just dropped. Wait, I need that charger because
Yeah, you do.
I was like, I'm gonna forfeit it. No.
No, you're not. That was the whole point. You had to stop.
No. Oh my God! Look, when you try to go on pictures of JoJo Siwa, someone's selling a JoJo Siwa fat head.
Well, isn't that something everybody needs?
No. Oh, here. Look, here's JoJo Siwa's outfit. This was clearly before JoJo Siwa cut her hair, but like, it's a full-on. Look at the suit. It's full-on glitter. Like, it's very much a JoJo Siwa outfit, but it's like, oh, Erin. But it's not like she's not playing JoJo Siwa. Like, 94. Oh my God, Erin.
He's done.
So he surprised Maddox with Madison because he's the one who thought he
But she's not playing JoJo Siwa.
she's not playing JoJo Siwa. Because he thought that he was the one that broke them up. Sissy's having a little snack over there. If you can hear that.
She is.
Then so after Madison and Maddox talk, she decides that she's going to forgive Jet, and they perform Wouldn't Change a Thing, obviously Camp Rock, you know, which felt a little weird because like that song is what the hell, Mitchie, is it Joe? Does Joe play Joe? Yes, I think no, Shane.
Maybe.
It's supposed to, whoa, I was just fell off my seat. Mitchie and Shane are like a couple singing to each other, so it felt a little weird that they were like brother and sister singing.
What is she doing? Is she like singing and stuff here?
Yeah, JoJo Siwa's still on tour.
Tour doing what?
Singing her children's songs.
I'm sorry. She has children's songs?
She's JoJo Siwa. No, this is copyright. Oh god. Also,
Okay.
Sebastian shows up and surprises Carlos to be his date at the little camp prom, which was weird because EJ said you can't have a date to the prom, but they whatever, didn't make any sense. And basically the whole night EJ spends his time making everyone run their lines because tomorrow night in the show is the performance, which I feel like they have not practiced the show one bit, so I don't know how this is gonna go over well. I don't know. I'm just hoping they're jumping a lot of days in between. And then kind of a sad moment, kind of not a sad moment. Gina tells EJ that they haven't even been together all summer and she doesn't want to be a maybe, and they break up. But
Yeah, I saw that coming.
well, yeah, I mean, obviously, but it's kind of sad, but I mean, I kind of like her and Ricky together too. Her and Ricky though end up going to have like a little moment in like the coat check, and then Dewey comes on the mic and it's like, oh, no PDA, so then they're like, stop, and they leave. And then all the girls, Ashlyn, Courtney, Gina, Maddox, they all end up meeting in the room and kind of like realize they each have like their own thing going on. Like, Courtney's really nervous to be like the lead in the play. Ashlyn is like coming to terms with everything that's going on with her. Gina has the whole EJ thing. The other one with the brother. And they do like a little montage of Courtney and Carlos kind of like trying to overcome their fears. Like, did you watch the episode where she had to climb the rock mountain? No. That was last week at the Color Wars, and she couldn't do it, and Miss Jen said, it's all right, you'll do it when you're ready. So that was like her thing. She like overcame the mountain. And then Ricky is going to confess to Gina about his feelings, but he ends up not after he finds out that her and Ricky broke up, which is kind of weird because I feel like that would be the reason you would, because they're not together now.
Yeah.
And then in the ending, EJ asks Maddox if any new girls caught her eye this summer, and then like Ashlyn appears, which I've said this, and if it turns out that I'm wrong and they don't get together, then I'm gonna be upset because Val wasn't even in this episode. I'm not rooting for Ashlyn and Val. I'm saying it right here, right now. I think they were trying to set that up for a little twist, because this is all about twists, this show sometimes. So that's my opinion. And then Maddox also tells EJ that Channing is planning to go full-on reality mode for filming tomorrow. He wants to stir up a lot of drama. And that's it. And then we have the finale. Next week's the finale. So sad. Ganesha, JoJo Siwa off on your phone? I don't think you heard a word I said. I think you were staring at JoJo Siwa.
Anyway, so I finally got to watch the Everything I Know About Love, which is a BBC drama that is...
BBC America.
Yeah, we know you have issues.
Stop!
Which is adapted from a semi-biographical novel by award-winning journalist and author Dolly Alderton. So I watched so far season 1, episode 1 through 6, I think I did. I think there's only 2 more, thank you, doggy boy. But the episode is basically about 4 friends, mainly about like Maggie and Birdie, their childhood friends. And they finally move into their first like London house together, and they share the house with
the London flat.
2 other friends, Nell and Amira. They're just like, it's about heartache and humiliation and bad dates and all this stuff. And I will say that it is. I feel like I keep hearing somebody.
There is somebody in the hallway. I'm hoping that dog that was barking the hallway is attached to an owner.
Oh, jeez, I hope so.
Because I can't go out there and check. I'm traumatized by a previous dog attack I had when I was a child.
Oh, Jesus. Well, anyway, so this show, they make you think that it's about, like, the girls, like, falling in love and stuff like that. And I don't think it has anything to do with that, because they started off
Did you
with...
finish, or what do you have?
No, well, it's... I've only have 2 more episodes left, but you definitely can already see where it's going, because it does revolve around their dating life, but I think it's more about like their relationships with their friends,
like as a friendship.
Yeah, and I think it's mostly like her and this girl Birdie, that she meets some guy on the train or something like that, and they make you feel like, oh, this is like what it's going to be about, and it's not at all. It's more about like this guy is she meets another guy through him, and she introduces him to her best friend Birdie, who's never had a boyfriend, and now they become like a big item through the whole episode, through the whole season, and she like really like falls for this guy, the friend, and of course naturally starts pulling away from her friends, and these four are very like, what's the matter?
I was looking for my tissue box. I don't know where it went.
Oh, it went under here. They're very like connected, where they do everything together, kind of like if one has like a thing that's like a celebratory thing, like they'll all go out to like drink and celebrate and whatnot. So like they do that kind of stuff, and she starts pulling away from them with all that kind of stuff and spending more time with the boyfriend, of course. And then you know, Maggie starts getting upset that like she can feel that her friend is like leaving her and drifting, and they're so connected and such good friends and all like that. That like I think I was starting to realize that all right, it's really about the love between her and her friend, and not so much the guys, because it says it's not the love story you think it is or something. So that's already a tip me off that I'm like but there's a lot of like 20-something shenanigans, so there's a lot of like bad language, like sexual situations and stuff like that, so it's not for the youth, in my opinion.
Like it's rated mature.
It's definitely got to be rated mature. So, but they all like always somehow come back to being friends.
Ow!
And
sorry, I have a cut in my nose.
Even if they have issues, they all come back to being friends and stuff like that. But I thought it was a good show. I mean, I would highly recommend it. I haven't finished it to see where it ends up, but like the last episode that I ended was like with Birdie telling them she's moving out. So
Drama's gonna end soon.
Yeah, that's not good. And what else do you have?
I have Hacks.
Okay.
So Hacks, I watched the first 4 episodes last time we talked. Now I finished season 1, and I've watched the first 3 episodes of season 2, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet. I'm just gonna wait and talk about season 2 like in full. So this is kind of like Ava ends up doing these drugs with this random guy she meets at her hotel that she's staying in.
Ava is the one that's...
The young girl. And she leaves a voicemail from Deborah saying it's not going to work out. But then Deborah ends up going on this plastic surgery retreat, and she's able to delete the voicemails from her, and they both end up getting like high because these painkillers that Deborah's taking for like the plastic surgery wasn't working. So she's like, I have like an edible, let's do that, it will help you, relax and everything.
Well, there's a lot of drugs in the show that they were all content to like...
Oh yeah, no, they've like sniffed cocaine on this show and things like that.
They're
They're doing like hardcore. Yeah. I think they took Molly too. I think that's the drug she was on when she left the like.
But a lot of the BBC shows that I watch are very big on like that's very normal to them, so it's like not shocking.
Oh yeah, Killing Eve. Somebody always had like this, not like a drug, but they always had like somebody was like having a cigarette or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh, it's raining.
Where was I? So they get high, and Deborah ends up talking about like her past life, saying that she kind of put on like this whole facade that like her husband tried to say, oh, you burned down my house, but she said, no, I didn't burn down his house. He just made that up for like a lie to make me like look bad. It was actually like a dryer fire. Literally, like his fire set on dryer.
Fire.
So
gotta watch that.
Yeah, go clean out your lint traps right now. I'm so serious. Especially if you live in an apartment. Don't take everybody else out with you. That's not fair.
That's harsh. Harsh.
What'd you say?
That's harsh.
Harsh?
Harsh.
Oh. So Ava, though, that same night, she ends up having to go to the hospital for an emergency surgery. She had some kind of ovarian cyst or something she had to get removed.
Yeah, they can rupture it.
Yeah, I think it ruptured.
Yeah.
And so Ava tells her that she needs to like add these stories that she was telling her to her like her stand-up routine, and Deborah says, well, she'll think about it. And Deborah she ends up like kind of saying, all right, I'm gonna do it, after she ends up losing her gig spot completely to the guy at the casino, because originally she just got like nights taken off, but now she has fully lost the slot. Deborah's sister randomly shows up, and Deborah tries to hit her with a car. Um, that was like a little something, but I feel like it's gonna probably come back in season 2 more. And then Ava gets this job offer, offering her to come to California. But once she's there, she finds out that they only want her because they want her to tell them stories about Deborah, because the show's about like a mean boss. So they want her stories. And then...
Does she figure it out before she gives anything or no?
Well, I think she says like a few things. You'll see, though. So the night of the like final show for Deborah, she's kind of like upset because Ava had left, but she doesn't know that Ava left for a job, and then they have the same manager, and he ends up apologizing because like they kind of like do this a bunch of like lying to people about like who actually knows about this, so that they end up telling Deborah. And Ava says, like, on the final show, she's like, I actually have to, like, go for real. I'm not going to another job, but my dad had a stroke and died now. I have to go home.
Oh, my.
And it ends up that Deborah's like, well, you know what? I'm not going to perform your new material, this whole new show that we set out. She slaps her, and Ava quits. And in the airport, Ava does more drugs and ends up calling the people that wanted this information on Deborah and giving them everything. She wrote them a whole email about all the stuff that Deborah had done to her. And Deborah, though, ends up doing the original show that her and Ava planned because she opens a gift from Ava. And she ends up flying all the way to see Ava at her dad's funeral. And she, like, everybody's kind of just sitting there moping, and then Deborah gets up and kind of, like, is, like, makes everybody, like, feel better. So she ends up forgiving her, and they decide that they're going to take Deborah's new show on the road to like work out the kinks in it so that she can get like a residency somewhere else. And it ends season 1 with Ava's manager calling her saying, why am I hearing about this email that you sent? And she completely forgot about it because she was like drugged up.
Bunch of drugs, kids, that's why.
Yeah. And then I'm going to save season 2 for next time, because I don't even have a lot for that, so it'll be like 2 seconds anyway. I'll just wait till I finish the season. All right, you go, and then I only have one more thing.
So I watched, and I didn't mention, everything I know about Love is on Peacock.
Oh, mine's on HBO Max, but I think I said that last week.
Yeah. Well, just in case we have somebody new that's joining us that didn't listen, and, you know.
Well, yeah, so if you want to hear me talk about season 1, episodes 1 through 4, go back to our other ones. And the High School Musical, I haven't covered all the episodes, but since we've been doing podcasts, I've been talking about the other episodes, so catch up.
I'm also watching Making the Cut, season 3, and this one was the 6th to 8th episode.
The finale?
The finale, yep.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, they only had 8 episodes, which I think they had about 8 last year, too. I don't really recall, but I know it wasn't long. I like it that it's short in a way. I mean, when I used to watch Project Runway, it was long.
I feel like it is long. But they have a lot of people.
It was long, yeah. They took a long time. But they started with a lot of people on this one, too. But their thing is they can cut. Sometimes they'll cut more than one person. Sometimes they won't cut anybody. It's weird. But they end up with just 3 people in the end, I believe. No, final 4. And
Did
then,
they?
yeah, well,
no, the Runway show only had 3
Yeah,
people
there's one person that gets booted at the very end. But the show's very different for Project Runway. It's on Prime, and they're looking more for a global brand to win the money. And like this person would be like, I think they get a mentorship. They get like $1 million. They get to sell their clothes on Amazon, Making the Cut store. So you do get a lot, and it's hosted by Tim Gunn and Heidi Klum are back together again. Their judges are Heidi, Jeremy Scott, and Nicole Richie. And sometimes they have like a random person that's not random, but like somebody that kind of, I guess, goes with the whole theme of the show. But most of these people are established. They're not amateurs. They have their own businesses. So just in case you didn't get that last week, that's kind of where they're at. So these last 3 episodes were more like where they really get down to the crux of it. The only thing I like about this show too is like Project Runway is about just the clothes, where like these people are taking it a step farther. Like, it's not just that can you design, but can you push your brand ahead? Can you market your brand? Do you know how to like ask for investors?
Yeah, they had
Do you know
the
how
one
to build
I saw.
a store.
They were doing the storefront.
Yeah, like it's always something like
and
that.
And they had to give like a whole presentation to the lady.
So the episode 6 one was the social media episode where they have to create a video. They had to create 2 looks, and they had to be like your signature looks or whatever, and you had to create a video for TikTok. Hi, Mom Boo. And you had to like obviously make it interesting so that people would want to come back and look or look for more things.
Yeah, fashion TikTok is really big.
Yeah. So and for that one, I think they had this guy. I can't remember his name, but I've seen his TikToks too. He's like somebody that loves clothes.
Is he the? Well, no. There's a guy on TikTok that I see that he stands there and he always throws like the coat if he has and it flicks. I don't know. There's some guy on TikTok.
He was really cool. A black gentleman. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I think it is him. He always does like Star Wars like inspired clothes and like.
Yeah, I can't think. He does have very odd clothing.
Let me see if I can find him because he always is really cool and he goes with the music and everything on his thing.
Yeah, and then episode 7 was the concept store where they have to come up with 4 designs, and they have to create like a little bit of a concept store, like a little pop-up shop type thing, to show what like they would imagine their stuff to look like.
Is it this guy? Wisdom K?
Wisdom K, yes.
Oh, I dropped my charger again.
There you go.
Yes, I see him.
Yeah, it was Wisdom K.
Like, I typically probably wouldn't... Wait, hold on, I'm moving away from the mic. I probably wouldn't typically watch a fashion TikTok, but when I do see his come up, I will watch him.
I've watched him too before this.
Because just like visually, his... Oh my god, I'm a mess.
Yeah,
visually,
she's falling apart, not gonna lie.
His TikToks
Breaking
are like
down.
very... oh my god, there goes the charger again.
Why doesn't it stay in?
Because I didn't get to put it in. Also, it's a magnet, so if you pull it...
Does it go onto the other side of the laptop?
No, it goes on the closest side. But I pulled it away. It's a magnet, so when you pull too far away...
Yeah, it just pops out.
Yeah, so if you pull your computer, it won't pull your computer down. It just lets go.
Yeah, I do think that's a good idea, but... So
yeah,
yeah,
so like that too.
Yeah. So he's here for the social media one. And then the concept store, I can't remember the lady's name, but she would be like an investor. She potentially could invest in your store.
She was the one that I saw?
Yeah, the blonde lady.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember her name.
No, I don't remember her name. I think every time
Elizabeth,
I turned around.
I'm not sure what her name was, but she, you're allowed to come up with, you have to come up with 4 designs, but you also, they already gave them the heads up of what you're doing for the next week. You have to come up with 10 runway looks for the finale. So in the process, you get your 10, you can like put out also, I think 3 they said of your runway looks to give the judges like an idea. And I know that one of the ladies, Georgia, her putting out one of her runway looks saved her for sure, because if she didn't put that out, they were kind of saying they were bored with what she put out.
The blonde lady, right? With this.
Yeah, Georgia. They were like, yeah, they were like bored. The thing I like about this show too is that like you can change their mind. Like it's not set in stone. Like if they decide like that you did this, you can kind of explain it away. And if they find your explanation like okay, like Heidi will ask them, so like Jeremy, have you changed your mind? Some of them say yes, and like or most of them will be like no or yes, whatever. But
I'm just curious how the one guy in the end with the
Yannick.
I don't know.
One with the green clothes and the
one
bottom.
with the butt out. How did he explain that away?
He didn't. I don't even know if they really asked him, to be honest with you. I might have missed it, but they he whatchamacallit, the one guy that did win in the runway show, it's called Maison Blanc or something like that, where he's all about white clothing. Like he likes to keep the white.
The ones in the storefront, the greens were actually like really nice.
That's him, yeah. He added a little bit of color of green, but like in his runway show, he had an outfit that was green, I think, in the front, and the whole back was gone.
I only saw the person's butt walking.
Yeah, I mean that's
it's like a little like it looked like it like hooked around their back of their
there
under
was a
their
string
butt
or
cheek.
something like that. Yeah.
I can't. Who's buying that on Amazon? If you buy that on Amazon, you have to let me know. Wait, if I go on Amazon, would it be on there right now? You think that outfit?
Yeah, his stuff should be on there.
I wonder if they censor the butt.
Yeah, but they all picked like certain things. Like there's another Spanish lady, Gianna. She made her store all white, and she picked like the sunrise as her inspiration. And the gentleman Raphael, whose mom's sick, and he's doing this for her. He had 5 looks. He created his own prints. And like Georgia, the one that I said changed their mind, or she created like a structural design for her pop-up store. So yeah, it was definitely interesting. And then of course, Jeanette is the one that went home, and I believe it was Raphael, Georgia, and Yannick that went, and Yannick ended up winning. But
wait, he has 2 brands. It seems like the winner. Like some of them have like 2 things up. Like, do you see what I mean? Like under their names.
No, I'd have to look.
He has like 2 Rare Self and then the I don't know. I'll keep going. I'm looking for the butt list thing.
No, that's it. I was done.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that one would be one of the ones that they sell there, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it, but wow.
what?
The cheapest clothes is $116.
Wow.
Oof. Okay. My last thing I watched, like I said, was the BTS Permission to Dance on Stage LA. Let me tell you, it was quite good. It was 100%, like, I was not, I mean, like, listen, when I saw it come up, I was like, yeah, I'll watch it, sure. But it was randomly put up on Disney Plus Day. This was not announced until it came out on Disney Plus. And let me tell you, I don't know what camera they used to film that, but the quality was amazing. And I watched it on a 10-year-old TV. It looked really good. I put it on, well, I have to wait for these videos to render in Final Cut Pro, and it takes hours. So the time that it took to render the video, I watched the whole 2-hour show. It was 2 hours long.
Were you watching it on the same laptop that it was rendering on?
Yeah.
So maybe you were slowing it down?
Well, I didn't have anywhere else to watch it.
You have this laptop in front of you.
This one wasn't with me at that time.
I think it was. I think you were just lazy and didn't want to get up, and then you made that take so much longer.
Yeah, but then I didn't want to watch it on the little laptop. I wanted to watch it on a decent sized screen. Whatever.
You should have put it on behind you.
You were on the couch asleep.
And I've told you that doesn't
All right,
matter
well, whatever.
to me, but
I will say.
live and learn.
Now I lived and learned. I will say.
Yeah, she's lived and
this, compared to other, like, concert things I've watched, I've only watched Justin Bieber's concert tour and, like, the Hannah Montana thing, I guess you could say. Those are, like, the most memorable in my mind. This is totally different. Like, that's, like, Justin's Believe tour and Never Say Never. That was really, like, showing you, like, his prep for the tour. And this was literally just their concert. And I will say, I don't know if they maybe did this because of the pandemic and things like that, but I do feel like it quite encapsulated, like, the energy of being at, like, a concert quite well. So I don't know, Disney Plus, you should try it again. I mean, it was enjoyable. I mean, most people probably won't watch it unless they've listened to their songs.
Yeah, but I think they're very popular.
No, but I'm saying, like you're not gonna go watch it because you don't know their song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know.
But it was.
I know some of the.
You know the other
American
one. You know
tunes.
Dynamite. I said Dinah. Fifth Harmony. Dynamite. You know Dynamite, Butter, and Permission to Dance. I only did know one song. I was quite impressed with myself.
See?
But here's the thing. I like their songs. They have a lot of, like, upbeat songs. Those were the songs I was listening to when I was working out because they're like. That's not a good impression of it, but there are ones that I listen to work out, and those they get you going. I'm just gonna say. All right, that's all I watched. Very poor watching.
The last thing that I watched and reported on, because I did watch. Well, I watched other things, but
I didn't watch enough that I have to report on everything I did watch. There's nothing else that I didn't watch. Okay, maybe I watched a YouTuber.
I watched some YouTubers. I also watched. What else did I watch that I didn't report on? Oh, just my soap opera and Below Deck Mediterranean, which, just go check.
All right, what did you report on?
F-Boy Island, which is on HBO. Yes, I wanted to finish this up, and
Is it done now?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm so glad I did because it took. Sorry, that was my foot.
Oh, I thought the table was going down for good.
It took a whole different turn. This is just one of those things that you should just watch because it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. It's the silliest show ever. And like I told you, it's 3 women that come together and they have to decide.
3 women?
It's 3 girls.
Only 3 girls?
Just 3 girls. And they decide out of, I don't know if they start with like 20 or 30 guys, like who is the nice guy and who is the F-boy. And they'll go out on dates and stuff with them and they'll just get to know them and they don't know what they are. They do find out halfway. They reveal what they are halfway. But Nikki Glaser is the host. She's like a comedian. I don't know if you've ever...
I've heard her name.
Yeah, she's been around.
I'm going to Google her.
Yeah, I think if you see her, you'd know her. But she's very funny. Weekly, they have like an elimination. And the girls have to pick 3 guys to put into their top 3. And they don't know what the guys are. And then they give a breakdown why they're getting rid of somebody.
No.
You know her?
I know the name, but I don't know the face.
But... So they have to give like a reasoning why they're getting rid of somebody. And then in the end, they find out, like they keep one of them. One of them gets saved.
A lot of Comedy Central stuff. I don't watch Comedy Central.
So the two that leave, they tell whether they're an F boy or a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to try to keep all the nice guys, obviously.
Hey, did you know she was vegan?
Really?
Yeah. Glazer is a long-time animal activist and a vegan of 2016. Hey, the same time as us.
But
She was also had an addiction to nicotine in 2012.
well, we weren't, thank God. But so they have to pick 3 guys to get rid of, well, to potentially get rid of, and they save one. The other 2 will go, and they'll tell you whether or not they were F boy or a nice guy. So if they're a nice guy, they go to the grotto. If they're an F boy, they go to this like island desert place that's like looks like you're part of like Tom Hanks' movie. But
What Tom Hanks movie?
yeah, like where they're on the island stranded. What is that one where he's stranded?
Just say an island.
I don't know. But anyway, they're stranded. It's just crazy looking. But so halfway through, I think they find out that like everything is revealed. So you'll find out who's left out of it, like what they are. So
Yeah.
now you're dating them knowing that they're an F boy or a nice guy, but you still have to pick at the end of this whole thing, after you go on like major dates, which is what like the last 2 episodes were. They go on their final date, which is like a big date. You have to pick like who's gonna win the money with you. And I think they get 100,000. So like either the person can take all of the money and then you don't get anything, or they can split it with you.
Yeah.
So now they threw out into it. Well, no, I'm sorry. If it's a nice guy, you split it regardless. If you choose an F boy, then you have to hope they're going to split the money and that they're not going to really be, that they're a reformed F boy.
Yeah.
So one of the girls, that's all she had was F boy, so she knew she was screwed. Another one had nice guys or whatever, so she was okay. But the twist is right before they go on, they tell the girls that they have the opportunity to choose themselves and take all the money and not choose any of the guys. So it was funny because one girl...
Well, isn't this their second season? So they probably want to spice
So one girl I thought
Can I help you?
was interesting because this one girl, she kept referring to herself as an F boy or an F girl. And she kept like kind of saying it like here and there, like throwing it in, like you should be paying attention to this, boys. They didn't. So in the end, the 2 girls that were there picked the right boys, and they all were going to split the money. The last girl starts talking about how this was a great experience, this and the other thing, but I'm going to choose myself. So it turns out that she was an F girl, and that nobody knew this except for her. She kept it to herself.
Interesting.
So she turned around and screwed them. So it was interesting because it had like a different twist that you didn't expect to see. Like, because like you said, once it's season 1, everybody knows how it's going to be done. So it's like, ugh.
It's like how we were watching MasterChef. Like
Yeah, that hurt.
Like MasterChef was getting repetitive, and now like every season as we
they
go on,
switched it
they're
up.
changing like just like little things to kind of give like something, which is interesting because they should have called it. They should have just called it like F Island or something, because then they could have just done like a next season they could have done with like a bunch of guys have to pick out girls.
Yeah,
Like, do you
well,
know
they
what I mean?
could still switch it up. Yeah,
I guess.
But that's all that I have that I reported on. You know, I still have my soap opera, which is still just as good because we got people coming back from the dead. We got people being accused. So
Tomorrow starts. Well, when you're listening to this Monday, that's when it's officially now only on Peacock. Wow.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your $1.99 Peacock deal for the whole year.
Yes.
This is not an ad. We're being very generous right now, telling you to go do that. Also, I think Disney Plus for new subscribers get $1.99 for 1 month. We can't get that though because we've been on Disney Plus since I think it came out. Had it for quite a bit now. Okay, so this week we are gonna watch Real Housewives. Kathy's inbound, so get ready. Go listen to last week's. We've covered all of season 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did the recap of the meeting. She-Hulk. I don't really know what's going on this weekend. I know they released a mid-season sneak peek, which...
Oh, really? Why didn't we watch it?
Because I just feel like sometimes Marvel trailers spoil too much.
Oh.
And I don't want it spoiled. Like, I like a surprise, you know? That's personally me. And Netflix is releasing the movie Do Revenge that has Maya Hawke. Oh God, what's the girl's name? Camila Mendes. There's a guy from Miss Marvel, somebody from Euphoria, 13 Reasons Why, that girl. The one that's married to Joe Jonas. She's in that. There's a lot of big names.
She's from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Sophia Turner.
Yes. There's a lot of big names that we're going to cover it. We might...
And the funny thing is, in the trailer, I noticed none of them.
Yeah, no. I I sent her a TikTok because she was like, "Oh, we should do this movie," and then I sent her. I'm like, "Look at the names in this movie, holy moly!"
Yep.
So we're gonna do that, but I think we'll probably make it a solo episode instead of combining it in with
Yeah,
this.
I think so. Even if it's a shorter one, I think that's
Yeah.
good.
And then, as always, we're doing our binge of the month. On the last day of the month, we're going to talk about the best Friends episodes. Maybe this week we'll throw up what the episodes that we're going to watch so you guys can watch ahead of time, like on an Instagram post.
Yeah.
For myself, I'm going to watch the High School Musical, the series, season 3 finale. Very sad that's ending, but it's alright. We got season 4. I'm going to finish Hacks, and this is it. I gotta watch the Kung Fu and Harley Quinn because the subscription ends on the 20th. So I gotta move it before I lose it. And Breaking Bad, I'm pushing off again. Unless I finish Kung Fu and Harley Quinn.
I don't think you're gonna like that show. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I think it's like a guy show.
Yeah, I don't know. Once I finish these shows, I gotta come up with what I'm gonna watch.
You could give it a try, but I just
no,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm gonna
know.
give it a try and see, but I don't know, and I don't know what I'm gonna start after it. So give me some recommendations that are on like Netflix and Hulu and Peacock, because I think that's all we have. Oh, or Disney Plus, but send some recommendations. It doesn't have to just be a TV show. It could be a movie too. I'll watch it on my own, based on what I've already told you guys I watch. Actually, I might watch some. There's some Peacock original shows that I do want to try. So maybe I'll do that once I hopefully finish these HBO Max stuff.
Where do you see the Peacock? Or does it say on there?
I think you can go in like how Hulu has the hubs.
Yeah, like
I think she kicked me again. I think
because Hulu, not Hulu. Peacock's not always like the easiest to like navigate.
I don't like its
I think they're
system.
getting there, but I think there's still.
I still think HBO Max is the worst to navigate on. It's so laggy. It's so slow.
And then if you try to go back into an episode, like it doesn't take you to the episodes. Yeah, God bless them because it's
I
it's
will
not bad.
say
It's not
I
good.
meant to mention this when I said I watched. I think did I cover the show Head of the Class on here? I can't remember if I did.
A while back you made a comment about it.
I think it was like the first show maybe.
Yeah.
They had done this thing, HBO Max, really quick. They had started with the episode, still had 2 minutes left, and HBO Max would start playing the next episode with 2 minutes left. They fixed this, so it's not doing it on Hacks anymore, but I'm like, that was so annoying.
I'm not surprised.
All right, what are you watching this week?
Probably Below Deck Mediterranean. What's the matter?
What? Nothing. I think I might have zoned
Days
out
of
for a
Our
second.
Lives, of course, now on Peacock. We'll see how that pans out.
Better hope good, otherwise your show's canceled.
Oh my god.
14,000 episodes down the drain.
Southern Charm, if there is a third team, which I'm assuming there will be. I have to get back to Dollface so I can finish that, but I'll probably do that
Do they have a reunion, Southern Charm? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. Well, if they didn't announce a reunion, then I would assume yes. Maybe they're going on break. If you haven't heard anything about an episode next week.
I don't know, but they're definitely doing a reunion. They always do that at the end. I'm going to try to get back into the Dollface and finish that, at least one season. But I'm not going to do that until I finish the Everything I Know About Love. Get rid of that. And then I can slide that guy in. Obviously, Making the Cut is gone. F-Boy Island. So I have a lot of YouTube things to catch up on.
So you're going to take a little show break?
I don't know.
Go ahead, take the show break so I can dominate on the charts again.
Yeah, but isn't YouTube still counted in my viewing?
A YouTube video?
Yeah, I'm viewing. I'm watching.
I'm not adding that. No.
I don't know. I'll see.
YouTube does not count to our viewing. Are you going to start covering the YouTubers' videos?
I could. I absolutely could.
That's not even fair because I don't even watch that many YouTubers. And the one time I did the other day I was watching a little Gen X pen and she goes, "You still watch her?"
I just didn't think you did. I'm trying to think, was there something else I was going to watch?
Guys, come back next week. She's going to cover Brooke Michio's channel, Tara Michelle. I don't know who else you watch.
Such nice young girls.
Remy Cruz. That will be our joint. Imagine. Oh, there goes the charger.
There it goes again.
Imagine that's what we did instead. We switched and we started we recapped YouTubers videos instead.
There you go.
That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, our joint ones be like we only watch Remy Cruz together. That's really it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's another group, but we just really, it's like a Bruno. You know, we don't talk about him.
Maybe have a little bit of a snort there, but I gotta stuff you know. I'm gonna need your consent to leave that in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cobra Kai, look, I can check that all off. Watch the whole thing.
All right. This is always where we get so sidetracked at the end of the
trying to
podcast.
see what else I was gonna watch.
All right, take a minute. Take a minute. We can come.
I really feel I should go back to The Crown just in honor of the Queen, but I don't think.
know if that's in the honor of the Queen, isn't it?
I don't know. I think they're making fun of her. To be honest,
I'm
not making fun of her, but I'm sure it's not the most flattering situation.
Light of the Queen.
Probably not. But
oh my God, you really did write some YouTube videos. Is what you plan on watching?
Because I thought that counted. But
I mean, we were only counting like TV and movie watch times.
Oh, there's something called Under the Gun. I feel like I've watched that. I'm going to investigate that.
I love, though, that when it comes to the shows...
There's Project Runway, Welcome to Fashion Startup. I don't know where these things are.
I was saying, I love when it comes to these shows. Every time when I tell you, say, what we're going to watch next week, you end up going on your phone looking for a show to watch next week. You got to plan this out.
No, I have the shows, but like I feel like there was something else that I was going to watch and then I just didn't put it down. But for now, we'll stick with that.
Yeah. Check our Instagram as always because we always put a what we're watching post up. So you have time to go think about that and maybe we'll add it on there.
Yeah.
Because as always, that little Breaking Bad will sit on there. I'm just going to leave it there forever. Now I'm taking it off this week. So if you're like, where'd it go? She's done. The laptop's been closed down.
No, it's just,
Click, clack. It's done. That's it. Also, this podcast was just as long as our other ones. Oh, hold on. Come on.
I'm sorry.
She's putting her charger away and
No,
everything.
I'm trying to I don't know. This is all tangled. This is not the thing for right now. Sorry. It wasn't supposed to be that long, right?
No, okay, so this was only really that long because the one time we're like, yeah, we're going to make these better so they're not like super long. D23 happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai happened this weekend. Next week will be not as long. Like, we'll have like a normal amount of news.
Well, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. But I'm just saying, we won't have a whole like special thing for D23.
That's true.
Oh my God, this charger.
It's so much worse than I thought it was. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. You can help Sky instead of staring at it. I'm ready.
But the chair's not.
Sorry. Okay. Whew. Here we go.
Uh-oh, Cooper's waking up.
Oh no, crap, here he comes.
Hi, Coopy. Yeah, no, so next week will not be as long. We have D20, like, I'm only gonna really probably have, like, High School Musical and some of the other shows. Like, we're really, just for idea, if you're here and you're like, what's going on? You can take the pillow. Typically, next week, it's really gonna just be news, Wheel of Watching, and then we're gonna get to our solo watches. No extra stuff.
He's so tired.
Okay. Cooper's sleepy.
Come on, baby.
This one isn't even recorded that late of night. It's not even night yet.
Let him go. He wants to come over.
I was petting him.
I know, but he's looking at.
Oh
you
my
gotta step here first, and then you step up here. Come on, bring it up.
Oh my God.
I'm stuck in a charger cord. Okay, bring it up all the way. Bring all the legs.
He's gonna probably start messing with the mic, so we should probably really go. Follow us on Instagram. We watch it all. If you want to see what Cooper and Sky look like, we put pictures up of them. Yeah, we did a cat reveal before we did face reveals. That's all that matters.
Because they're cuter.
So if you want to see what they look like, go ahead, go to our Instagram. But we watch it all. Also for updates and everything that's going on with the podcast. I think that's it. Thank you so much for listening.
Yep. Thank you. Hit the button.